If Love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not right.
Yeah,
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay, Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still to the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a molding. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. And if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side floor. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever. Cute as could be, you can watch us on YouTube with viewing for French. Ay. This one time for the Twitch, this one time for the text, this one time for the phone line. Whole time wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Tell you what, we may be losers who have no playoffs right now. No Heat, no Panthers. But hot damn, the Knicks losing always feels good. It always feels good. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter the time, doesn't matter the season, doesn't matter the rhyme, doesn't matter the reason, Leroy. The Knicks losing always feels good in the playoffs.
So I love how you have that petty. Why can't I have mine?
Again, your petty was like a suicide jacket, dude. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Like, again, I don't know. If you don't get it at this point, you're just not gonna. We've done this 3 days in a row.
Really?
Like, my petty watch is simply a delight in misery. Yours did come with that because you hate Jimmy Butler, but that also cost the Miami Heat 5%.
I don't. Here, can I say this?
Is it going to be anything different?
Yes. I have said repeatedly, the problem I have with Jimmy is how unprofessional he was on his way out.
Sure.
Okay. But that has nothing to do with whether I hate Jimmy Butler or not.
It doesn't?
No.
What do you mean?
Because the whole time I've talked about how unprofessional he was when he was
you're
here.
You don't hate Jimmy Butler?
No, I don't hate him. But I wish him no success. No, anything he touches.
But you also wished us no success.
What do you mean?
Because, look, I don't want to rehash this again.
All
Because we would have gotten a better pick.
Back to the Knicks.
Or better odds.
Because I did get warm and fuzzy also.
Oh, it was great. Can I just tell you something?
And why isn't Vlad here today?
Yeah, where's Vlad? No, it's okay. We love having you here, Brittany. Did you enjoy watching the Knicks lose yesterday? Because I enjoyed it.
Of course I enjoyed watching the Knicks lose.
I mean, they gave up so many picks for Mikal Bridges, and he does nothing. He just floats out there. He's like the fourth most important New York Knick, and all he does is brick shots. He shows up every game. I mean, good for him. But, like, he's basically New York Tobias Harris. That's all he is. He is. That's all he is. And yesterday, Jalen Brunson, who's always scary because he wasn't having a good fourth quarter. Then he hits a couple of big threes. He does the stupid smooch thing. When are we going to, like, put a limit on celebrations? Like, when there's 7 minutes left in a game, don't you think we should put the smoochy kisses away?
Also, there should be a percentage before you can do 3 goggles.
Right.
3, like, you can't be 1 for 9.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you make one and you just start.
Yeah. It's like,
no,
all right,
dude.
well, but you still have a game to play. You don't,
Right.
hit that on a game winner, like when Steph goes night-night, it means night-night.
It means night-night.
That's what that
big
means.
3 to end the game.
Right.
Right.
And this guy's like, he's smooching away. I mean, LaMelo Ball's doing the thing on the arm,
Right.
Jaws doing the grenade. I do love the grenade toss, though. Wouldn't mind it at 601 Biscayne Boulevard for cheap skis. Anyway, neither here nor there. The point being, it was a delight yesterday. So headlines brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the price Zito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. But your final score there, 107-106. Hawks beat the Knicks to even up the series, winning in the least intimidating building in the NBA, the Mecca. It's basically a tourist trap. Nobody fears playing there. It's the truth. It's full of celebrities, wine and cheese, and for influencers. It's just not. It's not a.
Is it for influencers?
It is. It's honestly sometimes the New York Knicks fan. I'll be honest with you. The Knicks fan is more intimidating on the road with how they take over buildings than they are at the Mecca. The Mecca is a tourist trap. It has no aura. It has lost all of its aura. It just is what it is. I'm sorry. Your building is a hack and a bum building. That's all I'm going to say. What? Don't look at me like that, Brittany.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was looking. I was looking at something that was happening on the monitors.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Anyway, CJ McCollum, Mr. CBA, he was big yesterday. I was like, whoa, CJ McCollum, he still got it.
Still got it.
Still got it. That team is weird. Like that team was getting big buckets from CJ McCollum, Jonathan Kuminga, all guys who are just kind of cast off. Like they have Jalen Johnson. He's obviously tremendously talented, and Okongwu and Nikhil Alexander Walker, but those two guys are like, the teams didn't want him. He's just kind of been floating around, beating the New York Knicks with all of their trade assets out the door. Loved it.
So that was the first game?
Second. Even up. 1-1.
Even up 1-1.
1-1. Cavs, they handled business. Got a little like close. Raptors made it cute.
It's funny because it's 1-1 and the advantage is to visiting team because they go, we got to split.
Absolutely.
Which is crazy.
That's all you're going there for.
Like, I always try to figure out what is the best way to do the games. I wasn't a big fan of 2-3-2 because I didn't like the fact that if you got a split, you could win at home, win 3 in a row.
Hard for me to hate it when it worked out for the Heat, but I understand what you're saying.
But 2-2-2-1.
2-2-1-1-1.
2-2-1-1-1.
So which way would you like it to do? 4 and 3?
I don't know. I don't know.
I like 2-2-1-1-1. I like it. I'm a fan. These but when did they play again? Because are they going to rest for a couple? Usually there's a big break in the
which sucks. Well, not this not this round.
I think there is
the next round.
Yeah, they don't play till Thursday. So
yeah, but there's games every night.
No, there's games every night.
Right.
But the Knicks
they get an extra day when they travel.
The Knicks get to sit on it for 2 days. Love it.
Or you could throw it away.
I don't know, because here's the thing. Here's what was great about last night. I did not make it all the way through Wolves and Nuggets. Almost. I made it halfway through the fourth quarter, and then I went sleepy poos. But the Wolves won. Anthony Edwards, what can you say?
Right.
I mean, what can you say? This is one of those things where he's awesome. He's, he's like, I was watching Dwayne Wade block videos. I'm just like, oh, I'm being, lecherous and just looking at it and just like, what could be in 4 years, but I'm a loser. That's all I got right now. And they win. That series is great. These two teams, they play each other excellent.
Yes.
And they're talking a lot of smack. They are talking a lot. Jaden McDaniels yesterday, he goes, who are you going to go after? He goes, you just go after all their bad defenders, and like Jokic and Murray and Aaron Gordon. And I'm like, they're all bad defenders. They're all bad defenders. I'm like, whoa!
I mean, we're very used to that.
Oh yeah. Ole. But I tell you what, CJ McCollum was giving a little Olay twin yesterday to old Jalen Brunson. He was giving the old. He goes.
I mean, but he's so like Brunson's got that James Harden in him, in that he gets free, but he doesn't move fast, right? Like he's not like some guys off the dribble are extremely quick, and he's not that. But he always seems to get space.
Oh, his scoring is unbelievable, but he is a parking cone. He is a parking cone. I mean, he is.
And he's not a tall one.
Oh, no. He's like one of those little ones that you have at like the DMV just to kind of do drills.
So what are they going to do about that?
I don't know. You have like 9 guys with wingspan. That's supposed to be the plan. You got his boy Josh Hart. You got Anunoby, and you got Mikal Bridges, but we'll see. They should probably still win the series. They should. But it's always fine when this one. Hey, I'm feeling something. What am I feeling here? My cheeks are squeaky.
I mean, it's one game.
I don't care, dude. I don't care. I'm going to enjoy it while I got it.
All right.
I'm going to enjoy it while I got it.
It still could end up being a gentleman's sweep.
It could. I don't know, though. We'll see.
Why not?
We'll see. We will see. Meanwhile, Marlins yesterday, they got a win over the Cardinals. Good win last night.
Yes.
Very, very impressive win last night. They snapped St. Louis's 5-game win streak. Augustine Ramirez went deep. Still can't catch, though.
Oh,
Oof.
oh my goodness. Well, like, he better hit a home run every game because that's the only way he's going to be able to stay in there, because at some point
I don't know. Listen, he got one last night. We'll take it. Max Meyer got you 8 strikeouts yesterday. He looked really good. Xavier Edwards, I mean, very underappreciated. And Otto Lopez, that middle of the infield for the Marlins, very impressive. These guys hit the hell out of the ball.
Yes.
Good duo. They've just been rock solid all year. Otto Lopez, I mean, what a find. He's been incredible. Absolutely incredible. But, you don't lose on Tommy Hutton's 80th birthday. You just don't do it. You just don't do it. You don't do it. And
he got a little shaky there.
It did. It's always with the bullpen guys. I'm a little,
slap in your face and then throw 8 straight balls.
Yeah. It's they like to make it. The bullpen is like, let's make it fun. Whee! I'm just like a little easier. But look, needed it, and now in position to do something that they haven't done in a long time: win a series tonight. So
a long time? You mean a month?
It's been 2 weeks?
That's
too long.
not a long time.
It's a long time, dude.
That's not a long
They
time.
split with the Reds. I mean, that's a 4-gamer, but it's not a win. You either win the series or you don't win the series. They haven't won a series since the second series.
All right.
It's a split. Reds are good. I'm not, again, it was a nice, but they've had a couple, they had a sweep in there that they had. Lost to the Yankees. They blew that series against the Braves. I would like to win a series. Is it so much to ask?
No.
I don't think it's a lot to ask. Brittany, is it a lot to ask?
It's not a lot to ask, but unrealistically, you said it's been so long.
Oh, it's been so long, dude. It's been so long. Let's get back to 500 today, and let's work our way back. That's what I want. Can we get a weather update brought to us by our friends over at Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping homeowners stay safe this storm season? Visit tornadoroofing.com for a free roof and window estimate. All right.
Boom mic not working as well. We're going to get over to the WindowPlex. It is quite breezy. I would say 15 miles an hour, gusting to a little bit more. The winds are out of the east. It is partly cloudy skies. Again, probably like right around 80 degrees, maybe a tad bit short of it at this time. Always going to look for a shower, even though it's not in the forecast. If it's cloudy in South Florida, it could rain. That's all I'm going to say. That's keeping it real, and that's your real weather.
There you go. We'll take a break. I was startled by something last night and a little hurt. I'll tell you about it next. All right, welcome back, everybody. It's Tobin and Leroy here with you. I want to let you know WQM's Whiskey Stars and Cigars, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, returns Friday, May 8th. Talk sports unfiltered with our on-air hosts at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk, starting at 6 p.m. Enjoy a nice Scotch whiskey from Johnny Walker, a smooth cigar from Drew Estate. The event is free. Just stop on by. Get all the info now at WQM.com. You must be 21 or older. We'll see you at 6 p.m. on May 8th at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk. Yes. Whiskey Stars and Cigars presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. 4 brands, 1 location, your local Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Chevy dealer. So, a couple things here. One, some news this morning. Mike Tomlin, this has been kind of kicked around, but he is heading to Football Night in America. He will be doing Sunday Night Football. He's essentially replacing Tony Dungy.
I mean,
thank you. Thank you for that.
No, I think he should be good at it, right?
I think so.
He's one of those guys that keep it real. Tony Dungy is probably one of the nicest human beings to ever survive football.
That whole that team needed a shakeup, like him and Jason Garrett. Like, no thanks.
Too nice. Everybody's too nice.
Yeah,
right?
I don't need that. I don't need that. That's not for me. I'm sorry. I needed it, but I like the shakeup. I like that Mike Tomlin's ending up here, so that's great. Also, we have the draft coming up on Thursday. Adam Schefter just tweeted out NFL legends and active players who will announce selections at the 2026 NFL draft. And for the Miami Dolphins, Dwight Stephenson is going to be announced.
Cool.
I don't know if this is second round. I don't know if it's third round. I think they kind of sprinkle it throughout. Obviously, the Dolphins have a ton of third-round picks, so you could throw a lot of Dolphins up there if you wanted to. A lot of Dolphins. Let's see. You got Joey Porter Jr. and Sr. going to do it. That's kind of cool.
He was down here.
Browns, Phil Dawson. They can't get you over Phil Dawson.
Kicker.
Phil Dawson.
A lot of times
Get
it has
Roy Horde up there.
Well, it might be bad because the year they asked me to do it, I couldn't.
Oh, so they're like they think, oh, he's not gonna be. But
and it's different ownership.
Where's the draft this year? It's in Pittsburgh. Yeah, you don't want to go to Pittsburgh, right?
Of course.
Actually, you would love to troll Pittsburgh. Wouldn't that be fun for you?
Yeah,
that would be fun.
Kind of be hard to troll them.
Yeah, well,
to be honest with you,
true. That's true. Well, look, they don't even have a stupid quarterback, so who knows?
I mean,
they don't have anything going on for them.
They
right
have
now.
a quarterback. Kinda.
Is he coming back? He's. It's so crazy how he's doing the Brett Favre thing. Like like the guy who dragged out his career. He's going at the exact same way. He goes, I'll take my time. Go. Got Mike McCarthy. Even Mike McCarthy's got to be having deja vu. He's like, really? This is going on again? We got to deal with this? This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy with what's going on here, you know? So you got that for you, but Thursday night should be fun. Now, mind you, we will have draft coverage that night. I believe 6 to 8, Hollywood and Dono are going to do a show to get you ready for the draft after Hockman, Crowd, and Solana. And then Solana and I will be doing our own draft version of Game Day, uncensored. At least I think that's what it's called. But either way, we'll be doing that from 8 o'clock. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, we're going till the Dolphins' second pick. Sully, could you give a boy a nod? All right. Like, if you're going to trade out, just send me like a little bloop, bloop, maybe, I don't know, 20 minutes beforehand so I can get the hell out of there. Because I don't want to be sticking around for, even if it's the prudent football thing to do, I don't want to be sticking around for 4 hours and the Dolphins trade out at 30. That's just not fun. I want to be there for 2 picks.
Here's the deal. You know they don't announce it until the 30th pick.
I know.
So
you're
like, for you think you're going to get out of there before the 30th pick, it's hilarious.
Well, here's the other thing is there's always this, Matthew says, will Tobin give it away like he did with the Tua pick? Perhaps. I actually wanted to bring this up because there's a big debate going on right now. I see this. I think it was this Peter Schrager, and he's like, I don't want to tip picks. And I'm torn on this. Everybody likes the draft to be a surprise. I understand it. That's fine. But, we all get these things at different times. The world's different these days. if I know something and I'm actively burying my head in the sand for what, 15 minutes of a surprise, am I just supposed to ignore it? You guys obviously got very mad at me about the Tua thing. And I tried, I don't remember. What did I do during the NBA? Brittany, did I spoil it too?
Yes, you did.
Sorry. But I don't, if the world knows, why can't I know? If somebody in the world knows, I got to sit around and wait for the commissioner. That's not fun.
But the problem is that you make a promise that you're not going to do it, and then you still do it.
No. This is the problem. He makes noises. I knew right away what was up.
It's written all over his face.
Right.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I just
at least have a good poker face. If
I don't
do
what?
It.
But like, so you just want me to like hold it in? So if I knew who the Dolphins are picking at 11 when we're at pick 8, I'm just supposed to say nothing?
Well, here's the deal.
Because I'm gonna have Twitter open.
If you're doing the show,
right?
I think that the interests of the fans would like to know, right? But the way you do it.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't think we go to the podium on this show. So for our audience, isn't it my responsibility to just say what it is as soon as possible? Because we're not going to go like, like, you want me to wait? Or should I just, hey, I heard the Dolphins.
No.
It's being reported the Dolphins are going to trade or are going to select Ruben Bain. And I know that 3 minutes beforehand on the radio show.
Here's the other deal. How can I say this? If you want to be the foremost expert in all things Miami, then if you have that information, you got to put it out there because then people will listen to you first.
It's not even my information. I'm just saying if I see it. Like
if you know before, wouldn't it be amazing if you knew all the picks before the actual station that?
Yeah, like what's our response? It's game day.
We don't have a responsibility.
It's game day uncensored. You can go have a censored version, but I feel like an uncensored version's a wild card version. I should tip picks. If I know the picks, if it's online, why can't I read them?
You can. What makes it interesting is if we had the Dolphins, we would wait.
Right.
But because you don't.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah, you can go have that.
All bets are off.
You guys can go get that if you want to. I'm not like,
No, I'm just saying.
If you don't want your pick spoiled if you're driving around, I don't want to know. But like, I don't really know what the difference.
Stop.
I don't really know what the difference is.
Wait a minute.
No, I'm saying. I'm saying as the listener.
I'm saying as a listener. Let's be clear. They want to know.
Right. I would think you want to know.
Like
in today's day and age, like we're still waiting on this because of the commissioner going up there. They're going to do the disingenuous hug. And plus, you're listening on the radio. Like, I don't, if you listen on the radio or you have us as a sidecast on the video, you got the TV up anyway. I don't know. I know Solana's going to get mad at me because he doesn't like pick spoiled. He's like, no, don't do it. But, I just want to let it be free and easy, Because what if somebody's wrong? Then I'm like, oh, they were wrong. Bums. Then I can hose them down.
Yeah, but then everybody's just going to come at you and think that you're the person that was wrong.
But I'm not going to say I'm reporting. I'm going to say, hey, Adam Schefter, even though it's not him, but like Schefter tweets out or Omar Kelly tweets out the Dolphins are going to take such and such. Well, what's the problem?
I mean, put it this way. If Omar found out or anybody found out, that puppy's getting tweeted.
Of course.
Because you want your information.
So I'm just supposed to say, I see something
on
Twitter,
I didn't
but
say
I don't
that.
tell my audience?
I didn't say that.
I don't understand that.
All bets are off when you are not the station.
Crazy. Well, I have a conundrum on my hands. That's crazy. But anyway, I got to get back to what what really upset me. What? We'll be back?
No, conundrum.
Oh, no, I'm not going to do that. But I will tell you this. What's not a conundrum is the beautiful Blue Monster, Leroy, and all the golf that this Leroy, let me tell you something about him. Loves the golf.
Loves the golf.
Went golf. He goes to different states to golf. Loves the tournaments.
Couldn't golf in New York. It was snowing. That's a little thing. But really cool. The PGA Tour is back in Miami. It's been, I want to say, 10 years. The iconic Blue Monster will host the Cadillac Championship April 29th through May 3rd. This is a signature event. You're going to have all the top golfers in the world: Rory, Scotty, Tommy Fleetwood, Ludwig Oberg, Matthew Fitzpatrick, who just won. They're going to have delicious local bites and much more. You can bring your whole family. If you have a ticketed adult, you can bring up to 2 kids under the age of 15. They'll get in free. A new chapter begins. Don't miss your chance. Buy tickets now at CadillacChampionship.com.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM.
It's probably one of the craziest things that we were talking about how owners can be cheap. And you laugh at me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, dude, it doesn't matter how much money they have.
It's crazy. $4 billion for the team?
It doesn't matter.
Brittany, have you heard the story of the Blazers' new owner? I don't even know his name. I just know that he's a cheapskate. Like, that's all I keep seeing is that this guy paid $4 billion for the team. Have you heard any of these stories?
But here's the
No,
deal.
actually, I have not.
Understand this. Just because you buy a team doesn't mean you put $4 billion up.
Yes, that's true.
So
That's true.
So,
you could be leveraged. You could get
Right.
invested, all that type of stuff.
right.
That's very true.
But at the core of all of this, and I tried to explain this weekend with the Deshaun Watson situation.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Well, he's greedy. He owns two teams.
but still, he invested $230 million, and he's got one more year. You think you're gonna try to squeeze that turnip?
Sunk cost, dude.
Huh?
You got a guy. Everybody. This is.
Don't.
Here's what I would say though, right? Like, I understand a sunk cost, but here's the thing. This is just my perspective, and mind you, mine is only social media and Jason Jackson. But the Browns fans seem to really love Shedeur Sanders. Everybody seems to love him,
Okay.
even if he's not good. They love his personality.
Right.
They love the thing with the watch. And so you like this is your out route. You have a guy that the fans love.
Here is the problem. Here's where you have to be responsible. Okay? This happens to all quarterbacks. You come into the league with a skill set. Shedeur Sanders can make plays, can make throws, runs around, and whatever. You have to be able to throw the football from the pocket. All coaches know that has to be the starting point. And so when you watch Shedeur play, the fans are excited about the big plays he's making, whereas a coach is looking at it like drop back and say, the play's designed,
Sure.
it's working.
I understand. No,
And so if you put him in a game and you just putting him in for all the flash and all that stuff, there's gonna come a point in time where you're all gonna be miserable because he can't do the basic quarterback stuff. And that's the thing as a coach, you have to pay attention to where fans only see the one side of it. I understand that. I said when they were getting drafted, I said, I've seen Cam Ward make more on-time throws and sit back in the pocket and only move around when he has to,
right,
versus running around to make a play. That catches up to you. Look at all the quarterbacks who have been known to be what killed Cam Ward. When all that athletic ability and his body started breaking down, he couldn't just sit in the pocket and throw the ball.
Yeah, but he had like one Twitter throw a week that was incredible.
Right,
Running
but
for his
again,
life.
you're worth billions. Are you willing to risk that on? He had one throw a week that no.
But I just think from this standpoint, I'll get back to the owner here in a second because there's a reason we brought him up for a reason. I just think if I was an owner and I already spent the $240 million, if I really just say, okay, what do my fans want? And what's more likely to be an outcome here? Deshaun Watson is who he was 6 years ago, or Shedeur Sanders develops?
You're paying him anyway. Now, here's what I would say. Here's what I would do. Okay? And this will kind of satisfy everybody. Deshaun Watson comes in camp. He's doing the offseason program and whatever. You get to a point where you've evaluated him, you've seen what he can do during camp, and you go, he can't do it. I cut bait. So I'm not going to create a distraction trying to force it.
Right.
But as an owner who has invested that much money, I'm going to see it through. And so there's two different things there. If Shedeur earns the job, that is a different situation than kind of what we're talking about, what I'm talking about. But I'm going to kind of kick the tires on Deshaun Watson one more time because I got the money invested in him anyway. That's just human nature. Now, let's go to what we started talking about.
Yeah, so we started this, our jumping off point in the break was Billy Donovan has stepped down. Billy Donovan's no longer the coach of the Chicago Bulls, Brittany. He is, which was a little strange because
everybody loved him. They
people loved him, and then after everybody kicked the GMs out, they were like, oh, they're going to keep Billy Donovan. I'm like, well, that's kind of strange. Like, why would you, even if he's a very nice man, obviously a great college coach,
right?
And was a fine NBA coach. It's not like he's a bum,
right?
But I did find it strange. Like, oh, if you're going to start fresh, I feel like you start fresh. You know, it's kind of like the Dolphins. Like, I feel you've had a 6 years of mediocrity. Like, move on. So they're going to be looking for a new coach. A lot of people may be looking for a new coach, including the Portland Trailblazers. So the Portland Trailblazers, they have Tiago Splitter because Chauncey Billups got arrested, which is a crazy sentence, but he got arrested, and apparently Splitter got lowballed on his contract. And the word is on this owner of the Blazers, Tom Dundon, that he doesn't believe in paying NBA coaches like more than $1 million. Because he's just, which is like, I think some Heat assistants make that,
right?
You know, and there's been other things like the Blazers are in the playoffs right now, right?
Yeah,
they're in the playoffs,
and
they had a good season.
A big reason behind
he
that.
was a good coach,
right?
You know, in the midst of chaos,
right?
But he doesn't believe in paying. Now, listen, coaches' salaries got very crazy in the NBA because of that Monty Williams deal. Then Spo got a big deal. Monty Williams getting that deal from Detroit. I mean, all the coaches should buy him a beer every time they see him because it exploded the market on coaches. But this guy's going the other route. He doesn't want to pay anybody. And the other word on him is that he's not even paying for the two-way guys, the guys who play with the team all year. They're not eligible to play in the playoffs, but they practice with the team. They shoot around with the team. They're part of the team. They're not in the locker room. They're in another locker room, but they're part of the team. He's not even paying for them to go on the road. Like, and there was another story that apparently he's making some staff check out early because he don't want to pay for late checkout on the road. So this guy who paid $4 billion for the team, tightening the old purse strings around the Blazers.
We've had this conversation a bunch of times, and what seems to go as no big deal is the amount of money that Stephen Ross spends on the organization and making sure everybody has the best of the best. That doesn't happen everywhere. And so when people talk about whether you have a good owner or not, one of the starting points is resources. When you talk about even colleges and you talk about universities, and one of the things they talked about when they changed coaches here, how many resources are you going to put into the program?
Right.
So that is a big deal throughout all of sports, and you take it for granted until this.
Yeah.
And you don't realize it happens more than you think. Like I used to get charged for socks. I need another pair of socks. I need an extra pair of socks.
Yeah, I thought of that story immediately when I heard this. I was like, oh,
right.
The Leroy socks guy.
Right. So, like, so there's a starting point. One of the things that Mark Cuban did when he first bought Dallas is that he invested so much money into the team, into the facilities that they had. And so a lot of guys really liked Mark Cuban because that's not normal. This is closer to normal. The guy that says, I'm not paying for this, I'm not paying for that, I'm not paying for this. You know, in most places, if you go to a hotel and you're a basketball or a football team and you say to them, our game's at night, we're going to have a late checkout, they could say yay or nay, and you can go somewhere else. And most of the time they say yes. So he is, before they even try to ask saying I ain't paying for it.
Mm-mm.
You guys check out early. Now imagine having a game at 7, 8 o'clock at night. Checkout is at 11.
Yeah.
And so you have half of your workers, right? Half of your workers are checked out and at the arena 8 hours before the game.
Mm.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I've been on both sides of that. Don't take that for granted. Don't think that just because your owner spent a lot of money or his team is worth a lot of money, that he is spending or investing a lot of money in the team.
Crazy, dude. Crazy. Get $1 gazillion. And they're not letting the two-way guys go? That's rotten. That's the one that I like. Even
the two-way guys,
even the coach thing I can
I
kind
don't
of
think he understands. And here's the other thing. I think sometimes owners don't understand how much time and work is invested in that organization by people you don't see in the starting five, right? So go to coaches, go to assistants, go to, the two-way guys. The two-way guys work harder than the guys that play.
Oh, yeah.
And so from that standpoint, to tell them, you're not on the team, you don't get to, it's just
and even like something stupid, like when the Heat would play, when the Heat had two-way guys here, like Jimmy Butler would play one-on-one with one of the two-way guys to get him ready for a game.
right.
Like that's how he gets ready for a game.
And most of the guys are like that. But if the organization isn't, yeah, man. But again, just because he paid $4 billion for the team doesn't mean that he just wrote a check for $4 billion. And so now they're looking at, okay, how can I get out of this situation, or how can I stay in this situation and at least break even for a minute? And you cut some of the most meaningless things. I remember when I was in Minnesota, right? They used to have like the FedEx slips. You should just go get the FedEx slips. I used to ship everything. I'm talking about you'd take them home, box up my clothes, box up my club. At the end of the season, I shipped all my stuff FedEx with the FedEx slips. After like a couple of years, they got hip to it. They deducted like $3,500 out of my check.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Well, you got the address on it. They know it's me. I'm like, and I couldn't say nothing.
Yeah.
Right. But again, it's crazy. Like my owner in Minnesota, I knew I used to golf with another guy who used to own the 76ers, right? He's the guy that started Nutrisystem.
Oh, the old guy.
The old guy.
The old guy owned them.
And he said, and when I said, Red McCombs, Red McCombs, because he owned the Spurs the same time he owned when he bought the Vikings. And he said, let me tell you something about your owner. He said, years ago, we were like 26 teams. We were at the owners' meetings, and somebody said, we need to charter flights. We need everybody, instead of flying commercial, we need to make it mandatory that all owners have to charter flights. 25 yays, 1 nay.
Nay.
Guess who it was? Red McCombs.
Damn, dude.
And so, you don't know until you have these situations. And from the beginning, I've always said, hey, the dude may make bad decisions, but it's not for lack of committing resources to his product.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. We're back after this. Roy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program as we are just a couple of days out from the NFL draft. Your Miami Dolphins currently selecting at 11 and 30. So we got that for you. I saw it. I mean, how many mock drafts have you read? That's a silly question. Brittany, how many mock drafts have you read?
I feel like early on I was really heavy into reading them, but they've changed so much. I've given up.
That's fair.
Like I've given up.
I also
The problem is that when they do these mock drafts, they leave one basic aspect of the draft process that it's the only part of football where one team who you really shouldn't trust making picks can change the whole dynamic of the draft.
true.
Because there's going to be here's what we do know. There's going to be one dumb team that reaches in the top 5.
Yep.
And then that means that your better teams are going to get access to better players because you overreached for a player.
Mm-hmm. Somebody falls in love with something.
Right. So the thing now is that Ty Simpson has a chance of going to Pittsburgh.
Is that a thing now?
Yeah.
Because
that was the Kenny Pickett. It's Kenny Pickett all over.
Yeah, they really love doing that, huh? They love going and getting the quarterback nobody seems to dig.
Right. Well, because here, he's the second-rated quarterback, and to be honest with you, if Aaron Rodgers comes back and he plays a year behind Aaron Rodgers, is that the worst thing that could happen?
Nah, not at all.
Right.
Not at all.
So you're kind of playing that out.
You just can't trust if Aaron Rodgers is going to show up because then all of a sudden you think it's a red shirt.
correct.
And then all of a sudden,
Correct.
no, you guess what? You're suit up, kid. Suit up. Give you some weather right here from Tornado Roofing and Contracting, helping you keep your home and family safe when the storm rolls in. Visit tornadoroofing.com for your free roof and window estimate. Currently, windy conditions in Miami. 75 degrees, got a low of 69. Gusts up to 27 miles per hour.
Did you literally just
You're
reading on the pieces and then you turn around and look?
I was like, is it? I guess it is kind of cloudy. I was like, it kind of feels sunny, but
No.
that's not what my phone says.
Well, that's why we use the WindowPlex.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. Dade South says Leroy would love a lunch mock draft. Oh, you're not kidding, dude. Actually, somebody sent me, they wanted your thoughts because Publix has rolled out a new lineup of pub subs, and they wanted your take on it.
Oh, let's go. What we got?
Right now?
He's so excited.
He's so
I've never
excited.
seen him so happy.
If I asked him right now who he want the Dolphins, no, he would not get the twinkle in his eye that he has right now. This is from our guy.
We know the positions that they need.
Ricardo has sent me something from the Florida Uncovered Instagram page, and it says Publix has announced 4 new brisket pub subs.
Ask him, does anybody, here's what happens. You ever go into Publix and you see that picture of that beautiful new sub?
Yeah.
And you ask for
Never
it.
looks like it. They never.
And you ask for it and they have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so let's fix that first, Publix. I appreciate you rolling out some new subs. Can we make sure that the people behind the counter know that you offering new subs?
They have the stacked brisket brioche sandwich, which is a half
Is it
pound.
a picture?
I have like an Instagram thing here on it. I don't know which one's which. They look pretty good. According to this, it is a half pound of smoked brisket on a buttery brioche roll. Am I saying that right? Brioche? Is that
Brioche,
Yeah, brioche.
with sweet and spicy barbecue sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And it is ready to eat immediately.
That sounds very tasty.
They have the spicy brisket sub.
Oh, that's right there.
3 pepper Colby Jack, jalapenos, crispy fried onions with the brisket.
I'm not a big fan of the crispy fried onions because you have to understand, and I'm gonna just break it down for you. If we ain't crisping those onions right then and there, they ain't crispy when they get on your sandwich.
Schmieden with a great suggestion. You should compare Dolphins' positions of need to pub subs.
Oh, okay.
What's the most important alignment? What would you say if the Dolphins were going to go Francis Maui Noah alignment? What is that? Is that the Italian? Is that the chicken tender? Is it just beef?
I'm gonna go with, as far as importance and as far as
reliable,
comfort food, reliable pubs. I mean, that's chicken tender.
Chicken tender.
Yeah, that means you like
That's
no matter
Francis
what
Maui
offerings,
Noah.
no matter what offerings they have, right? You can always feel warm and fuzzy with a chicken tender sub.
What about what would be a cornerback? Mansour Delane. If the Dolphins took the cornerback out of LSU, first round, best defensive specialty of Jeff Hafley. Need a corner, shutdown corner. Is that a ham and cheese?
No, that's an Italian.
That's an Italian.
It's an Italian. It's something that you could go to. Might not necessarily be number one on your list, but you're gonna enjoy it and get full.
Right.
Right. Like it's not. I've never.
No heartburn.
Like when you end up with an Italian sub, you always are looking at all the options and you go, let me get an Italian.
Does anybody not go Boar's Head when they go to Publix? Does anybody trust the Publix meats?
I mean, it's hard to eat.
The Publix low sodium ham is actually really delicious.
Really?
Yeah, it really is.
I get sometimes.
I might have to try that because I don't know. I've
if
always
I
got
get Black
Boar's
Forest, I could get Publix.
Mm-hmm.
Black Forest. But if I get
what about Intangibles Forest?
Huh?
What?
That would just be what? Honey ham? Black Forest ham. So you guys got yours? Honey ham.
Point for Leroy.
I mean, yeah. What else? Give me some up. We go to
let me see. I'll give you one of the briskets. You tell me if you have a position for this one.
Yeah.
The Southern style brisket sub, which piles on cheddar, dill pickles, fried onions.
They can stick it with the fried onions. I'm telling you, with the fried onions, if they're not fried right then and there.
Safety? Is that a safety?
No, it's just not crunchy.
Glamour pick?
It's like you can't go to Publix and get bacon.
Scat back?
The bacon's not crunchy. I would say.
Is that the athletic quarterback late in the draft that's a project?
No. You got to go with more of D tackle, another offensive lineman, maybe a linebacker. When you're talking about brisket and beef and it's interior.
Schmieden says low sodium. When did Brittany turn 84 years old?
Deli meats have a lot of sodium.
Oh, they do. That's what makes them good. Love sodium, as you can tell. Love sodium, dude.
Low sodium is Virginia ham. That's intangible ham.
By the way, Tony Pauline reports that Tennessee star cornerback Jermod McCoy has a degenerative knee and may no longer be a first-round pick. Tom Pelissar also said there's concern around him. He had the torn ACL, but it actually may be the other one that's also affected him. So I know a lot of Dolphin fans had their eye on him. He was one of the first guys mocked to the Dolphins that I saw early on, but he does seem to be sinking down the boards. Degenerative knees.
I played with a guy that played probably 7 or 8 years without one of his ligaments. He walked funny, but he could play.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, everybody was doing that with Joe Alt yesterday because he walked into minicamp limping. I'm like, I think that's just a fat guy walk. And then he looked fine doing drills.
Right.
I'm like, I think he's fine. Everybody goes a little crazy with this. Look, Robbie and I did that when we followed Tua at the Super Bowl.
Well, we all knew Tua. We thought Tua was going to be redshirted.
Yeah, we should have.
I would say.
What's a red flag for a sub or any Publix food?
That Thanksgiving turkey sub with the cranberries on
too
it.
cute.
Too cute.
I don't need festivity subs, dude. Does anybody get the Dolphins theme sub or the Has anybody ever had that?
That's another one. Keep in mind.
Do you feel like a good fan?
I would say you have pictures of all these beautiful subs. They don't know how to make half of them.
Oh, wait, dude.
They go, hand me that picture.
Yeah, it's like a screwball. It's like,
right.
Nah, give me the fastball, the changeup. Like I got chicken tender, ham and cheese, Italian, maybe some roast beef.
Or like if you wanted a caveat, and this is the quarterback in the late rounds that has a lot of athletic ability but is rough around the edges. You get that old turkey and hot cap,
Turkey and hot cap.
Capicola.
Oh,
Yeah. So there's a couple of no-nos at Publix. Bacon. Don't never put bacon on your sub because it's not crunchy.
What about the rotisserie chicken? Is that a wide receiver? Immediate impact as a rookie, like right on dinner? You get the rotisserie chicken, delicious. Lemon pepper?
Yeah, lemon pepper sub. No.
Well, not a sub. I'm just saying at the Publix deli, you can go get the rotisserie chicken just for dinner that night.
Oh, yeah. Wait.
The running back? Is that what we go to? Like underappreciated?
Rotisserie chicken. Whew. Look, something quick, something that's going to accomplish what you need. I'd say that would be like a second or third round wide receiver. You know, he has speed.
Chris Bell out of Louisville.
Wide receiver?
Yeah. Killed the Canes. But knee injury.
I would, dude, let me show you what a knee injury looks like. You remember how Tyreek used to stop and cut and be able to do that so great?
Yeah.
Just imagine that same cut being rounded off because the guy has a bum wheel. Doesn't look the same. And then the quarterback throws it out there and the DB cuts underneath it. Yeah.
Tate South says rotisserie chicken is Matt Moore. Comes in good in a pinch.
Yeah. Well, wait. Am I the only one that you peruse the selection of foods? You don't want to wait in the sub line because you're kind of in a hurry. You look at the wings, and then you go, you know what? I'm just going to grab a rotisserie chicken, right? And that's kind of how you end up with rotisserie. I don't know if anybody that goes to – when was the last time you went to Publix and said, I'm going to get a rotisserie chicken?
I've done it, but he's right. It's usually it's because I don't want to make anything for dinner.
Right.
I'm gonna pick up 2 rotisserie chickens for the family. We're gonna and we're gonna go with that.
Mima makes chicken salad out of one of them.
Yeah, something like that. That's how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
Man. Well, this did not help hunger. Ricardo, great. Ricardo wants his credit. Ricardo Lizardo. Yes, great send there, buddy. Thank you for the brisket update. We'll take a break. There's a real rat bastard being a rat bastard. That's next. Ah. The song Tyler Herro. See, he's back to doing his things, Brittany. He's in full off-season mode. You know what that means, right?
Yeah, he won't get hurt
That's fair.
because he's not playing basketball.
That is fair. He won't get hurt. I mean, the thing that's the most durable in Tyler Herro's career is his thumbs, because he likes to get to that off-season cryptic posting. That's his thing.
Yeah.
That's what he likes to do. And so yesterday, he posted this weird. Did you see this, Brittany, on his Instagram?
I don't think I follow him on Instagram, if I'm honest.
Oh, really? Was that an unfollow, or you just never?
No, I
followed?
feel like it was an unfollow.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I used to.
You got tired of it.
I did. I got tired of the antics.
Fair enough. Listen, I don't blame you, but look, if there's anything Tyler Herro is good at, it's seeing through the offseason and still being on the Miami Heat the next year when you think he's not going to be. And so yesterday, I saw this post on his Instagram, and I was like, the hell is that? Because he didn't post, he didn't do exit media day. He didn't talk to the media. It was only him and Andrew Wiggins who didn't speak. Jovic, I got to get to Jovic, dude. Jovic did, because Jovic, they said that he wasn't, at least on Twitter, and then like change of plans, Jovic is speaking, but Tyler did not. And so he posted this photo yesterday. It's very artsy fartsy, but I'm like, could be something.
Oh my god.
Could be nothing. I don't know. I really don't know. It could be. I don't want to say that it is, because I don't want to speak for Herro, but it could be something. It could be nothing. I don't know, Leroy. Don't just dismiss me.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I'm not dismissing you.
This was Tyler Herro on Instagram. Look at him. Just post a photo where he looks like a ghost.
No, he looks like he's playing defense.
Well, that's objectively a point. Wow.
Point for Leroy.
Good work for me, dog.
But yeah, he's out there. He's posting this photo of him looking like a ghost. I'm like,
I don't know. I think that you're reading too much into this one.
maybe. I wasn't really even. I'm at the point with it, Brittany. I'm like, I don't even care. But people noticed it. I was like, yeah, I guess it could be a thing. I guess it could be a thing. But he's because it was like, he kind of looks like he's fading away, almost like Back to the Future. Remember Back to the Future? He's just like, oh no, 40. Anyway, that wasn't the rat bastard I was talking about. I would never refer to Tyler Herro as a rat bastard. Okay, he is not a rat bastard. The rat bastard I was referring to was former Miami Hurricanes coach Manny Diaz. You see this guy?
What did he do?
This guy's a real piece of work. Let me tell you something, dude. So he was at his spring game and he spoke to On3, which I got to tell you, On3, your website's too hard to go to because you parodied easily. Because that No 3, that's better than NBA Central. That gets me all the time, the No 3. I mean, it is such a good parody account. I got all the time because stuff happens in college football that's just crazy. Like, you never like. Oh, I can totally believe that. Oh, you basically you recruited somebody with a bear and a unicycle. I believe it. Like, that's how. That's. I don't know what's real and what's fantasy when it comes to college sports.
They do go all out.
So Manny Diaz was reacting to Darian Mensah, his quarterback, of course, ending up on the Miami Hurricanes. All right.
Oh, of course. He's got, first of all, butt hurt.
Butt hurt, dude. Yeah. Stung a little bit.
Right.
And so he says to On3, with where things were and everything that happened within the realm of the system we've created right now, you hear that expression about the business side of things. And if there's going to be a business and if there's going to be contracts, then the expectations of those contracts are honored. Ultimately, that was what it was in play in our situation. And I got to tell you something, dude.
Wasn't he the coach for one day?
Hey, look at you. You understand the irony of that? Like, are we not sitting here being like, wait a minute, dude. Weren't you the Temple coach, but then you got the opportunity to do an oopsie daisies? I'd rather be the Miami head coach. I'm getting old, Leroy. I'm almost 40. But I think I remember that. Don't you remember that?
I do.
I remember him being the coach of the Temple Owls for like 3 seconds. Now, presumably, I don't think it was one of those situations where he just kind of did a handshake deal. I'm going to think, Brittany, he signed a contract.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
I'm going to think that he signed a contract for that. So, it's just, I guess what the kids call interesting that this guy has the audacity, and may I say the audacity, to have anything to say about contracts. Oh, what's the matter? Didn't like Philadelphia? Oh, no, you'd rather coach in Miami. Okay. Now, look, glad that Manny Diaz landed on his feet, kind of. And thank you, by the way, for Duke winning the ACC championship last year. Shout out. But I really should thank Darian Mensah. He saved him. But either way, you got to watch your words on that one, don't you? You got to know, like, these coaches, it's so, and he's not the only one who's a hypocrite, but these coaches really are something with the way they think the players need to be held to something that they don't hold to themselves.
And they just bolt. Woo!
Crazy.
The only kind of position that I would not be mad about would be somebody like Dusty May. He was a coach at FAU.
Sure.
And so he took a tremendous step up to go coach Michigan. I could understand something like that. But you can't just be taking jobs because you don't have one and then go, oh, I got a better offer.
Yeah. I think you got to go and be in this situation, be like, hey, it really sucks losing him. He was awesome. But in college football, when you get a better opportunity, you hightail it out of there because you want to know something.
That's what I did.
Because that's what I did. As soon as the Canes were like, hey, Mark Richt ain't coming back. He goes, oh?
Yeah.
I'd rather be at the U.
And then you know what the worst part about that is? Here's the part of this that pisses me off about it. If somebody were to ask or say something about that, he would attack the person.
Right. It's like the college coach, man. It's really something. I really just am like, are you effing kidding me? All right. Everybody gets got. Look, if that would happen to the Canes, of course, we're all going to get upset because this one benefited the Canes. But I do think you have to, like, hey, let's come at this from your position of leadership and supposed to be the grown-up. All right, you're all adults, but you're the grown-up. Let's look back to it. It wasn't that long ago, dude. It wasn't that long ago that you were standing on a stupid podium with an owl shirt on, and then all of a sudden you had an ibis 3 seconds later.
You certainly took it off.
Yeah. Well, buyout. How quick? Like, how fast can I get out of this contract? That's what you were saying. Hell out of here, dude.
Yeah. I mean, like, it's amazing that he would criticize a young man for doing exactly what he did. And keep in mind, like, if you don't play basketball, how much money are they actually committing to keeping a guy on the football team?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Even though they won, like, the ACC, which is amazing.
It is crazy. It is, and congrats. Some of the Canes haven't done. So congratulations, Manny. I'm happy that you were able to do something that you definitely weren't able to do here.
We don't. Why?
But
you don't hear Mario saying that about guys that left.
Nah, I mean the guys. He
in most cases
he was more of a cut out the soft guys. Like that's what he wanted out of the door.
How about this? Quarterback is the only position in college football where the previous coach gets upset that he left. In most cases, guys that transfer, they're not thinking, oh man, we lost because you're offering that guy probably the most money, right? But at quarterback, the movement of those guys to make, extra mil, extra 2 mil, or what have you, go to a bigger university. Like, that's the only position where there's a lot of this.
Yeah, no, I think from my standpoint, it's just like, I'm tired of the pearl clutching from the coaches because now the players get to do some things that they always were able to do.
They were always able to do.
You know,
Right.
like, dude, should there be rules? Probably.
I
But
would say-
this is one of those things where it's never going to be held to the standard that the coaches are. Because if the coaches go and do something and leave wherever they want, look what Lane Kiffin did this year. Look what Lane Kiffin did this year.
Yeah.
What is this supposed to be for? We are supposed to be sitting here watching the teams we root for day in and out have a chance to play for a championship.
Right.
All right. And this guy just up and leaves in the middle of his team in a playoff run.
Mhm.
And everybody's just like, great. But if a quarterback did that, poor dude, you don't even want to talk about what that would be like. So, I don't know, man. Look, it was a weird situation, obviously, but I'm not trying to hear this guy with his past about that. Glad you got your stupid Hurricanes one last night, your Carolina Hurricanes, when you rang that stupid siren. I really thought that the Senators were going to pull it out last night.
I think it's crazy, but that being said, they can do that because we allow them to. Like, nobody ever calls out a coach for being a hypocrite. We don't. We talk about it like this. But if there was somebody that had the stones in that room while he was saying that to go, yeah, kind of like what you did to, where is he going to?
Temple.
To Temple,
Yeah.
right? Like, yeah. And guess what? Contrary to popular belief, if you don't play basketball, you ain't getting a bunch of money from Duke. So understand what you're dealing with.
Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll play a little Damage is Done, my friend. Next.
WQAM broadcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. We got a cool giveaway coming up next hour for those who want to partake. It is Teacher Appreciation Night at Lone Depot Park when the Phillies come to town to play the Marlins on May 1st. So we'll give you a chance to win a 4-pack of tickets. Be listing at 12:20 p.m.
Are you taking the missus to Teacher Appreciation?
I might. I don't know if that's how she wants to be appreciated watching the Marlins.
we do.
That's more for Tobin than it is for her.
I would say, as sports people, we take a lot of liberties with our family.
Yeah.
Right? Like, oh, it'll be great.
Yeah.
And like, they're like, no.
Yeah. The last time I tried to do that, like I thought it was going to be great. And it was like, oh, no, there was a downpour and that didn't turn out great. I was like, oh, well, sorry. My kids, especially Rebecca, when she was younger, and my wife, they enjoyed the game as long as the snacks were available. Yes. No snacks, no enjoyment. You're out.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right. So here's my damages done. So it's award season in the NBA, and there's a lot of things that are going to come out. Victor Wembanyama, he won Defensive Player of the Year, unanimous.
Well, wasn't a shocker. Right?
Wasn't a shocker. The Heat, they only have one finalist on the awards, and that is Jaime Jaquez Jr., Sixth Man of the Year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if Jaime Jaquez Jr. is going to win Sixth Man of the Year because the Heat didn't make the playoffs. I was like, usually they
vote
give
before the playoff stuff.
They do, but the Heat were still a 10 seed. But he did lead all 6 men in points and assists. So like statistically, there really wasn't a better 6 man in the league.
Right.
But I'm not going to be surprised if he doesn't. And this was the reason why.
Do you now question? He's considered for the 6th man, but did he start too many games?
No, he came off the bench every game.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's why he's a finalist.
No, but sometimes, especially the way Spo does stuff, he starts guys.
No. He was a 6th man all year. But I saw something yesterday from Bill Simmons, who decided to just like whiz all over the Heat yesterday. He's trading Bam Adebayo, and then yesterday he admitted because the voting apparently got messed up because of this stupid Luka 65 game rule. All the votes got extended through the play-in, but you are not supposed to consider the play-in. Now, Jaime didn't have a great ending to the play-in, missed the free throw. LaMelo scored the bucket on him, and the Heat ultimately didn't make the playoffs. And this Bill Simmons gets up there like a carnival barker
and
on his
lies
podcast.
And says, that comes into play.
No, he didn't even lie. He said, honestly, I flipped my vote. I voted for Keldon Johnson from the Spurs over Jaime Jaquez because the Heat didn't make the playoffs. He goes, I'm going to put somebody as the 6th man of the year for a team that didn't make the playoffs. When, as you said, those votes only got extended for eligibility purposes.
For other awards.
The play-in is not part of the regular season. It is the play-in. It is a postseason tournament to get into the playoffs. Your statistics do not count for the year, for your career. They're just kind of in the ether somewhere. I don't really know where the play-in stats go. They just kind of hang out there like a ghost.
Mm-hmm.
So Bill Simmons is sitting here saying, yeah, I took Jaime Jaquez's vote away because of the play-in. And the damage is done. Like, I don't like that.
Is done.
All right, even like if I got your reasoning, it's not wrong, but it ain't right. You know what I mean?
It's not fitting to the rules.
It's not fitting of the rules.
Correct.
It's not wrong, but what he did, it ain't right. It ain't right, dude. You can't sit here and say, yeah, you know how I wasn't supposed to do that? I did that. What?
Right.
Okay, so we're just willy-nilly going with the breeze. We're just going to say, you know what? That game, you remember that game where the Miami Heat played the Hornets all the way down to the buzzer, and oh yeah, by the way, their best player was taken out by LaMelo Ball? I am going to account that as the reason why I flipped my vote. You just got no backbone. You got no spine. You're a jellyfish. Like, there's no way that you can sit here as somebody. Why do you let that person have a vote? Why let that person be an arbiter of the sport if he's that easily swayed? It seems So stupid to me. And the damage is done. I don't like it. All right.
Damage is done.
All right. So everybody knows I traveled to Rochester. And on the way back, being exhausted from a long day, I leaned back 2 inches in those chairs that barely fit a human being in them. Did have the middle seat open so I could stretch out a little bit.
Okay, that's good.
I get comfortable. I take off my jacket. I got it up next to the thing. I'm laying back. And then it started. Happy birthday. Some 2-year-old behind me was going through all of the nursery rhymes that they learned in daycare and happy birthday. So after like an hour on a 2-hour flight, I stood up and turned around. I'm like, oh, is that bothering you? You don't hear everybody in the plane going, come on.
Wow.
So I'm like, I said, little bit. I mean, I didn't feel the need to stand up for anybody else's noise.
Plane etiquette has gotten bad, dude.
I want to be, listen, I have kids.
Mm-hmm.
I had to go through that stage. I understand it. But that doesn't give you the okay to have your kid doing, Looney Tunes on the plane.
Yeah.
Like, at least try.
Man.
They wouldn't even try. And they were like, no good, no, egging him on. So he's going on to his next set. I'm like, oh my God. You can't decline this. You can't recline the seats. They move back 2 inches. And then there's sticklers for the chairs. Sir, we need that all the way up.
Yeah, people have gotten very much. There's now all of a sudden, and I don't understand this, there's become unwritten rules to traveling on the plane. Now, I've been shamed into this too, where like you don't recline anymore. Well, why is it on the plane then? Why is it an option?
Well, I don't want to sit.
What and people look at you like, oh, you're a recliner?
You know,
like you're you're unclean.
You know why I recline more than anything? Because when I recline, whatever I'm sleeping on, I can fit in the crack of the seat next to me, and I lay on it.
Well, I think it's like if you're going to recline, then everybody has to recline, and that's like the rule.
Dade South accuses you of yucking an infant.
I'm not.
Did you have headphones?
It didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Really?
Yeah. It was.
Or did
that
you want
loud.
it to not matter?
It was that loud.
Interesting.
So you could hear over headphones.
It is better though for the baby to be playing than crying.
I agree.
when your ears get clogged up, you can't really hear anything good. That was piercing through everything. I had the little earbuds. I had my beats on. But it was just like, come on.
Leroy sat down on the chair and all of a sudden was like,
I'm not really emotionally ready to answer that right now.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I tried to listen. It took an hour, right? Like I really tried to, be understanding. But at some point, you're like, hey, they're not even trying. It's their kid.
But if the kid's happy, it's better than the kid upset.
I think I would rather kids sing happy birthday than cry the
Oh,
whole entire
really?
flight. Then cry the whole flight? Absolutely.
I promise you. That kid was all over the place.
Off pitch?
No. Off pitch? No. Yeah. He was back there like a Tasmanian devil.
Brittany, what damage is done for you?
So I don't know if you guys have seen over the weekend as the playoffs are going on now in the NBA that the Cavaliers have a very interesting promo going around.
I have not seen this.
Oh, you have not?
Mm-mm.
So they decided to put up billboards all around Cleveland that say, let me just show you.
Okay. All right. Get a little looky-loo here at the thing. It says,
let them know.
Let them know.
No, but pay attention to what's in the center.
See? I don't get it.
You don't get it?
Oh.
Oh.
They used the big one.
Yeah. Oh no. And so
no.
this has made shockwaves throughout NBA Twitter. Like, what? First off,
Wow.
why? Second off,
How are people so bad at the graphics?
it's so bad. And then here's the thing. So then they catch flack for this. It's all over Cleveland, like all over billboards. It's all over the place. And so people are like, first off, there's children in the city. How are we supposed to explain this to children? Also, it's just corny. It's very corny. It doesn't make any sense.
Can I just say this?
It also takes you a second to realize what am I looking at?
I would like to say this in defense of organizations and athletes everywhere that are always low-hanging fruit for people to make their moral stand. Right? Look around the damn world. There are far more people that have far more of an impact on your life than a damn athlete, and you don't say nothing. So shut up with that. Like, yeah, is it corny? Is it poor taste? Yes. But everybody in the world is going to make their moral stand on this with all the other crap going on in the world? Get the hell out of here.
I think it's the moral stand.
No, I don't think it's.
I mean, I'm just saying.
How are you?
What about the children?
Remember when Texas had the oopsie daisy with the hats?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You just
No,
like-
I get it.
Or the A's.
I get it. But what we do is if we see something like that, everybody's ready to chime in.
I think it's
there's a
just
whole lot of
I
other
just
stuff.
find it corny. And then
It's corny.
the Cavaliers doubled down and they put yesterday for their home game that there were shirts, right? So they put "we're not" with the the asterisks and the C in the middle around Cavs fans. Tonight's a stripe out and we're going to set the standard. Wear the damn shirts. And so now, like, they've truly doubled down.
That's probably
on it.
what you should do, because otherwise,
you're all in.
I'm
If
not
you're all
sure.
in, you're all in.
I think that's probably what you should do,
I'm not
because
sure.
you probably, first of all, you've already spent all the money, and you gotta steer into it. But the thing is, Brittany, if they do win, it'll become a rallying cry, and they'll never forget the Cavaliers.
The Cavaliers with the C in the
billboards.
middle.
Yep.
I don't know. I just think it's corny, and I think it's poorly done too. It doesn't it took you guys 2 minutes to figure out what it meant.
Yeah, it did. It did.
The first time I saw it too, I was like, huh? And then I
Wow.
was like, oh. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a poor taste, in my opinion.
And
so I think the damage is done with the Cavaliers.
It's very much in poor taste.
Also, if you
I'm
get
not
bounced
even
early,
disputing.
it's even
Well,
more
that's
embarrassing.
Bad. Yeah. No, when you have something like that happen, it's going to be dependent on, you're either going to love this because you win, or you will be embarrassed because you lose.
Correct. Well, I think anytime we do something like that, it's with anybody, that you have basically put a bullseye on and say, we better not lose, right?
Yeah, don't lose.
Yeah.
The trash talk right now with the Wolves at the Nuggets right now, that's the best right now. Oh, that's good. We had some fun fodder last night from the playoffs. We'll take a break. We will get you caught up with your headlines and more back after this. C. Dalla says on the chat, I feel like Mike Florio only hates the Dolphins. Only talks Dolphins. Hate that guy. I mean, hate's a strong word, but I don't care for him. Especially with the Troy Aikman thing. Like, mind your business, Florio. So many other things, and he's just sitting here being like, what am I going to do on Monday Night Football rolls around? Like, do you think he's going to actually clutch his pearls when he sees Troy Aikman in the war room on Thursday? How am I going to do this? What's going to happen? What is he going to tell Joe Buck? Is he going to start talking about Larry Zonka nonstop? You'll be fine, Florio. Trust me, dude. What's going to happen? Is he going to recount things about the Wildcat? I don't know. We'll see. How about that? Just leave him alone. Mind your business, dude. That's what we got to worry about right now. Anyway, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. We take it till 2 o'clock here on the program. We got some Marlins tickets to give away this hour, but let's get to our headlines. Brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com. As last night, the Marlins, they beat the St. Louis Cardinals. They beat them 5-3. So a couple wins in a row here for the Fish. Agustin Ramirez, he went deep. He's got some power.
Oh, that was a piss whistle.
A piss whistle, dude.
I mean, even when they were announcing it, they didn't make it sound like he hit it that far.
He's got that. Well, it's very hard hitting it out of that building. Anytime you hit it out of Lone Depot, I'm always impressed because the ball does not carry there. It does not, especially to left.
Oh.
To right a little bit, but to left. Liam Hicks continues his incredible season. What is Liam Hicks? He's usually driven in like 21 runs this year. 21 RBIs so far for Liam Hicks. Otto Lopez and Xavier Edwards, they continue killing it for the Marlins. Max Meyer got you 8 strikeouts. He's been looking pretty solid. Just I'm always worried every time he gets out of there. Can we get some help? Can we get a full season Max Meyer? We know the potential's there, dude. Obviously, first round pick. Been waiting for it. It just, he's been inventing new injuries. So I'm hopeful that keeps that rolling. Calvin Vaucher, old goose liver, got himself the win yesterday because the Marlins got that lead late. So they will try and win this series tonight, even up their record at 500. Even Steven would be 12-12 with a win tonight. And you think Chris Paddock's going to do that? I think, is this his first home start since the Sheriff thing? I feel like he's only been on the road since. I'm not sure. But you think he's going to do that? Wear the cowboy outfit, or you think he's put that in the?
That's done.
Get on a roll.
That's done. First of all, you can't go and get smoked, and be known as the bad pitcher who wore the cowboy outfit.
Yeah, we'll see. Xavier Edwards so far this season hitting .341 on the year. You think Jacob Marcy tries to do the thing where he gets a little mojo from him, maybe steals his bat, or if you're Xavier Edwards, be like, hey, Marcy, stay away. I don't need that bat stink on me right now, dude. What would you do for your teammate if you wanted a little mojo, something to get him really right? And Marcy's been getting on base a little bit more, but that batting average is wolf.
As far as, because baseball and football is a little different, right? Baseball, you get a lot of cracks at it.
Yeah, but you got drafted in baseball. You've played baseball before.
Never got into that environment.
Okay.
So it would be hard. I think baseball is far more what's the word I'm looking
superstitious?
for? Superstitious.
Oh yeah.
Than football. Football, you have to go out of your way to be superstitious, right? Do the same thing.
I just don't want that mush on me if I'm Xavier Edwards. I'm like, all right, man.
No, you're the only one that transfers mush.
What?
You're the only.
Okay. Well, listen, I want to get to this because I have been wronged.
No, you haven't.
What?
No, you haven't.
Oh, I have been.
Okay.
I've been besmirched, and I am not happy about it. But first, we need to go over to the WindowPlex. Can you give us a weather update brought to us by our friends over at Tornado Roofing and Contracting? Storm season is coming. Make sure your home is ready. Get your free roof and window estimate today. Visit tornadoroofing.com.
It's really weird that it's windy this time of year. Normally, it's windier when it's cooler. So, but it's probably blowing right now 15 to 20, gusting even more than that. Winds are coming out of the east, maybe a slight bit southeast, but it's humming. It is partly cloudy, so there's some sun, there's some clouds. Anytime there's clouds in South Florida with the winds coming out of the east, it could be a shower, a passing shower here or there later on in the evening. And right now, I'm guessing it's right around 80 degrees. But if you're a little slight, if you're small, you might want to put a rock in your pocket.
All right.
The wide basers, you don't have to worry about it. Wide basers. Wide base. I got a wide base. You don't know the wide, like, people that got their foot.
I've just never heard of it as, I understand a wide base. I've just never heard of anybody referred to as the wide basers.
People who are.
It sounds like a band.
People who are securely entrenched on Mother Earth. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Yeah. But the light people, yeah, you might want to add a rock or hold on to someone significant.
NBA tonight, I'll give you the schedule, then I want to get to this, how I've been wrong. But tonight, 76ers and Celtics game 2, that's at 7 o'clock on Peacock. At 8 o'clock on NBC, Trailblazers and the Spurs. Oh, man, these spreads tonight. Boston's a 14.5-point favorite. San Antonio's an 11.5-point favorite. And then tonight on NBC at 10:30, which, by the way, dude, last night's game, I think it started almost like 11 o'clock. Woo! It was late. Nuggets and Wolves. But Houston is a 4.5-point road favorite. Hey, Houston. I don't know if Kevin Durant's playing. Is he playing? Do we know, Brittany? Do you have any idea if he's playing or not? He looked pretty gingerly. He's walking pretty gingerly at practice. So I don't know if he's going to be good to go tonight or not. But either way, Houston, don't lose. Be a problem. Going down 0-2. But
I mean, going down 0-2 while having a coach who wants to fight everybody.
Oh my God, he's so mad.
Always
mad, dude. And then
and guess what? His understudy is the same way in Boston.
Oh, yeah.
That was his bench coach.
Yeah.
He's the same way.
All right. In the NHL tonight, you got the Canadiens taking on the Lightning. You guys know who I'm rooting for there. I mean, ridiculous. You know, I wish the Lightning no success. And John Pooper, I hope that is a Canadian sweep. That would be great. Bruins and Sabres on ESPN tonight at 7:30. Buffalo leads that series 1-0. I'm going to be rooting for Buffalo. I wish Boston no success. The Mammoth, D-Wade owns a piece of them, so I'm rooting for them, but they're down 1-0 right now. Game 2 tonight, 9:30 on the Deuce. And then we have Kings and Avalanche tonight on ESPN. Colorado leads that series 1-0. So that's your lineup tonight. All right. So last night, I was wronged, okay? I was going to one of my favorite websites. That is Heat Reddit. And you'll excuse me, Leroy, when I was taken aback when I saw my own name on the subject line. And if you don't know how Reddit works, you know, you basically could write a subject line. I have a Tyler Herro, we should trade him. Bam Adebayo, let's never have him leave. Sometimes it's funny stuff. Sometimes it's Bam Adebayo using a childhood picture of Khalil Ware to wish him a happy birthday because the Heat unearthed his old Instagram account. So I like going there. I like perusing. I like going to Dolphins Reddit. I like going to Hurricanes Reddit. Panthers and Marlins Reddit's not very active, but the two I go to the most are Heat and Dolphins Reddit. And you'll excuse me yesterday when I felt wronged because I go there and I am taken aback because I'm trying to just be like, all right, you know, I want to see what the fans are saying about stuff. And this guy writes, Heat Culture. He writes.
He speaks for all of us.
Heat Culture 03 on Heat Reddit writes, Dear Tobin, my favorite Miami radio host, please don't ask Pat Riley any questions during the exit interviews. Actually, just don't go to the exit interviews. Thank you. And I was like, what?
Yes.
Who's sending me messages?
You are Team Mush.
I'm not a mush.
At the end of the year.
This is ridiculous, dude.
Really? How come every time there's something crazy that comes out of the Heat, a comment, you're in the front of a mic?
dude, it was
No.
one time.
No, not every time.
It was not every
Jimmy,
time.
asterisk, right?
I don't like this.
Wait, you do understand how people could come to this conclusion, don't you?
I just don't think it's
No,
fair.
No. You didn't.
I don't think it's fair.
You didn't answer my question. Damn fair. You do understand how people could come to this conclusion.
Dude, I just don't understand
Every
why.
time you go into that building and come out after have asked some questions, all hell breaks loose.
This gentleman reached out to me on Twitter. He goes, listen, all jokes, I love you. And I'm just like, yeah, but I didn't feel that's a lot of comments and upvotes. That's a lot of people agreeing with it. And I don't like that.
Hey.
That's a lot of people agreeing with that. The 54 votes is up to 70.
Yes.
That's a lot of people who don't want me there.
Yes.
I don't like that.
It's your own doing.
Why? I don't mean
Really?
anybody. I mean no harm.
Really? Let me ask you a question. Even the players know
What?
when you're hovering around that, some bleep is going down.
That's not fair.
Really?
That's not fair.
Bam at his charity.
I wanted
Okay, wait.
wanted to ask charity questions. All the charity questions were asked.
Then you just don't ask a question.
What?
Yeah.
That's not. What do you mean?
Yeah, you literally just don't ask a question.
I was the only one there at the time. The Heat asked the charity questions. I was saying what I was going to say. All right, Bam, good seeing you. I'm going to ask him.
He would be like, I knew you had something locked and
Yeah,
loaded.
he did. He knew.
Right.
But he wanted to talk about it.
Okay, what about Jimmy?
What about him?
The look he gave you.
I don't like the idea that people are policing me. I'm not doing anything
Yes,
wrong.
you are.
I'm not doing anything wrong.
Nobody else got that look. Look at the look again.
This is upsetting, okay? Do you know what it's like?
Whose comments got played and replayed on ESPN? You asking Pat Riley.
First of all, there's nobody even like, who am I going to ask that people don't want like broken up at this point?
Just don't ask crazy questions.
I don't ask crazy questions. I
Yes,
ask
you do.
fair questions. I ask fair
When
questions.
you run back like Littlefinger, when you run back to Pat Riley, say,
Dude,
Pat, Jimmy said that if
say it like that,
yes,
though.
you did.
And now Heat Reddit wants me banned.
Yes.
I don't like. Usually, I'm the
Gotta tell
people's
you.
champ. I like everybody likes me to do
I
their
gotta tell you,
their silly dance, and now they're turning on me.
I was one of those 54. I ain't gonna
What?
lie. Yes.
You upvoted it?
I'm looking. Now they're trying to send you in.
I want a hit mission. 70 upvotes now.
Go. Ask some questions about Tyler.
So I see this yesterday. I sent you guys this, and then the harassment didn't stop because I go back because I was like, all right, I'm not used to people writing about me and saying that they want me banned. And then I go back, there's another subject about me. And I'm like, what?
What is this subject?
This
All right.
one said, Tobin owes the fans an apology.
Mm-hmm.
And this person who goes by, trust me, bro, 1X.
Because trust me, bro, 2X was taken.
I guess so, dude. I guess it was. And he writes, Tobin owes the fans an apology. Tobin, the Jovic dude hype machine, ended up being a failure. Like every other hype machine created by Tobin. Now we're stuck with Jovic dude, and he doesn't even play. Shabazz Napier, Justice Winslow, Omer Yurtsevin, Dion Waiters, etc. Okay, dude.
No,
This is ridiculous.
hey.
This is ridiculous.
Trust me, bro.
This is
Valid.
That's not valid.
Really?
What is it? What do you want? First of all, what do you mean? I didn't lead a hype machine.
Wait. This is how I get called a yum yucker. Because you go in like this, and I say, dude, calm down. You're just a yum yucker. Well, these people are also feeling duped by your overpraise of a player too soon.
Why do I owe anybody an apology? That's not fair.
Why? Because what if they followed you and they were like, oh, I'm getting all hyped up. Tobin says this guy's going to be good. And then,
I can't live anywhere now anymore.
No, I'll defend you on this one. The other one, I won't defend you on.
What?
The proof's in the pudding on that one. But I mean,
I don't feel like the proof is in the pudding.
why am I being called the 80 today? What's going on? with
Proof
that?
is in the pudding? Who uses that phrase anymore?
The proof is in the pudding.
Yes. Agnes, look at it. The proof is in the pudding.
It's a saying.
I don't.
know.
How could you? Why?
Dude,
Because on this one, I'm going to defend you because I don't think that that's fair. Tobin doesn't work in the Miami Heat front office. He didn't tell him to, give Jovic the contract. He was just getting excited about a young player. Did you hype him up a little bit too much? Maybe.
I was excited about Eurobasket.
I understand.
I like Jovic.
I know you were excited. You paid a lot of money for your membership.
Get ready to start. You went about a month, and every show started with Jovic, dude.
And to be fair, he signed the contract before that. So Tobin was hyping him up, watching Eurobasket, see what he's going to bring to the season. Not his fault. He didn't have a great season. I'll defend him on that one. Now, everything else, I don't defend you on because, again, the proof is in the pudding. Those pictures say it all. You're a little bit of an instigator.
I don't feel like this is like I just I just want safe places on the internet. Okay, I have to deal with comments all day, and one of my escapes is Heat Reddit, and I don't feel like anyone's gonna bother me. And now I've become the subject of slander and harassment.
It's not,
and I don't appreciate it.
It's not okay. It's only slander and harassment if what people are saying isn't true. And facts have been spoken.
This is not fair.
Sometimes the truth hurts.
This is not fair.
I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes the truth hurts.
I just feel like everybody is mad at everything Heat, and just because I like the Heat doesn't mean I'm not mad at them too.
No,
and I want to be part of the. I want to be part of the people being angry.
You can be everything Heat, but you kind of carry the banner, like the little banner that goes in front of the band.
But it's not fair. This is the thing that I find is not fair. People say that I'm a water carrier or that I'm a propagandist. And the thing
you do this on your own.
The thing is, I also get yelled at from the other side of people who are like, they look at me and they say, that's a loose cannon. They don't trust me over there. They don't trust me. So I can't please anyone.
Why they don't trust you?
What?
Because of your dumbass questions.
That's too
Right.
easy.
You did
That's
this to
fair.
yourself.
That's
I
fair.
don't understand why you're getting all mad at nobody like it. Look, the fans look at you as a mush, right? The other people think every time this dude asks a question, we're on ESPN, not for good stuff. So you've done it to yourself. I try to stop you, and I get called a yum yucker. I get said,
You are a yum yucker.
Have some fun, baby.
I'm trying to have some
So
fun.
I say, go ahead, ruin it.
Why can't I enjoy Summer League basketball and Eurobasket and I can't react to it appropriately? If you guys...
Oh, wait. And there's the problem.
What?
You just said it yourself. And why can't I react to it appropriately? You don't. You don't react appropriately. You overdo it. Like,
that's fair.
You see somebody play good in Eurobasket, he's going to be the finals MVP. That's the way you come back.
I need to send a message to Nikola Jovic, okay? Because I don't think you understand, dude, the flack I've taken for you, okay? On St. Patrick's Day, I was out having a fun day with my wife, and a guy goes up to me and goes, hey, love you. Really blew it on that Jovic thing. And I'm like, hey, you know something, dude? I don't know what to tell you. If I see something and I'm like, hey, this guy looks like he could be something. And then all of a sudden,
No, that's not the way you go for it.
That's how that is how I go about it. I'm very responsible.
I love how after the fact, he comes at us with this reasonable, hey, if I see somebody playing good in Eurobasket, am I being silly for thinking that maybe he could be a contributor?
You were not.
That's not the
you
way
weren't.
you go.
That's not. You literally said this is going to be Nikola Jovic's team. You said that.
Hold on. Okay.
There's. I have proof.
Okay.
I have
Okay.
proof.
You don't think you overdo it?
There may be clips
No,
out there.
maybe.
Hold
No.
on. There may be clips out there that say, hand the keys over to Jovic. It's his franchise. I'm going to tell you something, though. When he had that game against the Warriors last year,
One game.
Oh, no. It was like 3 games. And before he broke his hand, Jovic was on to something. He was on to something.
Okay.
And it hasn't been the same since.
Mhm.
All right?
Okay.
Now, is he mature? Very clearly not. He's a very immature person. The way that he was acting after...
He's younger than Kalel.
No, he's older.
He's older.
By a couple months. But the point is, older, not older, he's still young. And the point is, he's got to get his bleep together.
But why don't you take that in consideration when you start
He
doing
thought
it?
he looked ready. I thought he looked ready. You know,
You thought?
I thought he looked ready. You know, when he was there for Serbia.
So
I
again,
probably should have.
You know, everything that you're explaining
Mhm.
is exactly what I try to talk.
I don't
you
owe
out
any.
of. You
Hold
say,
on.
"Hey, don't jump the gun on this. Give it some time. Give it some time." And you know what I get called? Yum yucker.
Yeah, but you are a yum yucker.
Okay,
Two things
what
can
was
be
I
true.
Yum yucking.
You ruined my good time. Anytime I get excited, you were
your time.
you were yum yucking about the
Now
spring
you're
game.
crying about people.
I just don't think I owe anybody an apology. I think that's strong. I'll admit that I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Did I overblow Jovic a little bit too much? Perhaps. Sorry, probably the wrong terminology there. But
Yum yucking Leroy is the real mush. Every play we want, he poo-poo platters it.
Heavens to Betsy.
I'm just trying. Here's where I get in trouble. You come in guns a-blazing, and I say, hey, let's just take it down a notch. Okay? That's all I do. And then I get called yum yucker because you want to be wild he coyote, but then when moments like this, you don't own up to it. You won't say I overdid it. Did you say you overdid it? No, you
perhaps.
No, at the
Perhaps I overdid it. Right. Perhaps I overdid it. But is it to the level I have to apologize to the fan base?
Yes.
That's
No,
strong.
I don't think
You
he
don't
needs
have to apologize.
apologize.
But as a fan, let's look at
No
those
goosies.
Why?
Every
That
time
was
you
an
go into the
accident.
building after the season,
Uh-huh.
somebody says something behind a question or comment that you made to them.
Mhm.
This has been a pretty consistent thing for the last few years. That being said, you can understand why people are a little cautious of you being in that building during exit interviews, right? You can understand. That's all I'm saying.
No, I always thought that, you know, I was lovable when it came to Heat Nation, and now people are turning on me.
You
They
know
don't.
why? Because they're looking at all the trail of debris
That's not
that's
my
been
fault.
left behind your questions.
Schmieden says
Pat
Tobin.
Riley doesn't even want to do an exit interview because he's like, is Tobin here?
No, that's not true.
Really?
Schmieden says Tobin needs to stand outside the Kaseya Center holding a sign that says Jovic was my fault. It's not fair.
Yes.
He can get it together. He can get it together.
So how about we wait and give it time
Well, we'll see.
instead of just crowning him? Danny Green.
He didn't.
You want to crown him? Crown him.
He didn't handle his exit interview very well. He didn't do that.
Okay.
He
You
didn't.
know why? Because he's 23.
He's not mature.
Okay.
But
He's 23.
Kalal's more mature than him. He's younger. And
He
he's
just
like,
doesn't talk.
yeah, but that may be better.
Okay. But look at that smile at the horny people only. Right?
Oh, no. He's
Look
a
at that
menace.
smile.
He's a
What-
menace.
Wait, how did that smile lead you to be? He literally looks like Gru is going to steal
okay, so let me get this straight.
He looks like Gru going to steal the code.
So you think the idea that he snuck into a club with a smile on his face, the fact that he was Jimmy Butler's best friend, and the fact that he also had Nikola Jokic slap him upside the head before the game against Finland that they lost because he was goofing around too much, those should have been signs?
You know, now that you
You
put them
don't
all,
agree.
now
Like,
that you put
now
the
that you
list
put them
out
together,
there,
you could have clearly done the same thing, but she was like, no, you could have very easily said, he's got a lot of talent. I hope he matures enough.
I found them lovable before he was out of the rotation. Anyway, we'll take a break. Back after this.
W
can't do anything. I really can't. Not you, Brittany. I'm talking about the listeners.
You can't get mad when you overdo something and it comes back to bite you in the butt.
Oh, man.
And I say no. You know what? Who should be getting an apology is me.
No.
Because every time I try to say something at the beginning of this, everybody calls me a yum yucker. And now all of a sudden, you all agreeing with me. So I should get the apology.
I'm apologizing to nobody.
Oh, great.
But I will try and be better.
I would say this. Why don't you apologize before you ask a question?
No.
You just go, Pat, sorry.
If you guys want to go to Marlins and Phillies on May 1st, it is Teacher Appreciation Night at Lone Depot Park. We got a 4-pack of tickets right now. I'm a little late. I apologize. You know, we kind of got into the whole pitchforks thing. Everybody was mad at me. But if you guys want to go right now, caller number, what do you want to go with?
Let's go caller 5.
Caller 5 to 305-567-0560.
Why is Brittany smiling?
Caller 5 to 305-567-0560 wins a 4-pack of tickets to Marlins, Phillies. Hate those rat bastards. Hate the Phillies. But if you guys want to go to Teacher Appreciation Night, May 1st, 4-pack of tickets right now to caller number 5, 305-567-0560. I want to go. I don't know.
When we go?
I've got to plan that out. Maybe when you finish that. What is that? A Kit Kat? What do you got there?
No, dude.
Is that a protein bar?
Yeah.
Oh, man. That's not fun.
Yeah, that's why it's still here.
That's going to take you forever to get through that thing, this segment. Those things are chewy. Mike Vrabel has addressed the media. And if you want to talk about yum yucking, I don't know, but he was sitting up there. He went on for like 2 minutes. I'm going to play this for you here. And this is him at his press conference addressing the kind of Diana Russini thing. Now, this was a big thing. This was my whole point with Mike Vrabel is like, hey, man, you haven't spoke. You have a draft coming up. You're going to speak at the draft. Do you want everybody on the draft night to be talking about you bumping uglies? Like, he had to get in front of the media at some point and say something. He said something. He said that he's had difficult conversations. He addressed it with his players. I'll give you the clip here so you guys can hear what old Raves had to say.
I can already look at it and say I don't believe him.
Let me first begin by saying thank you. Thank you for your patience that you've shown in a personal and private matter for me and obviously everybody involved. I know that that's not easy for you, and I respect that, and I appreciate your efforts in doing so. I understand I could have addressed you guys sooner, but it was important to me to have a conversation with the players, which I did yesterday, very candidly, as we began our off-season program, which everyone is excited to be a part of. Stacy had mentioned the players' availability, and it was never my intention to have them speak to you or address you before I did. And so I asked him to come today and to talk with you. I also don't want to take away from our the draft, the weekend of the draft. This is an important time for us, our organization, and the excitement and the joy that those players are going to have that we bring onto our football team. They're starting an amazing journey, one that should be celebrated as we welcome them onto our team.
Oh, you sound
With
like
that being said, I've had some difficult conversations with people that I care about, with my family, the organization, the coaches, the players. Those have been positive and productive. We believe in order to be successful on and off the field, you have to make good decisions. That includes me, that starts with me. We never want our actions to negatively affect the team. We never want to be the cause of a distraction. Those are comments and questions that I've answered for the team and with the team. We'll keep those private and to ourselves. Care deeply about this football team and excited to coach them. I also know that I'm going to attack each day with humility and focus. And what I can promise you is that my family, this organization, the team, the staff, the coaches, everybody, our fans, most importantly, will get the best version of me going forward. And that's what I know, and I'm excited to do that. But I wanted to just address this and thank you for your patience in dealing with the private and personal matter. Thank you.
-1
for saying
for
nothing.
deception.
No, for saying nothing.
Damage is done, my friend.
Yeah, all of it.
Semantic Samurai
Mm-hmm.
for rambling.
Mm-hmm.
You know what you did. Wow.
But he didn't say anything.
Yeah, I know. It was like, we know that he had difficult conversations. I don't think they were just about interlocking fingers.
So, can I explain?
Heavens to Betsy.
So, while this was going on,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna be honestly I was like, if I always thought that this was at the hotel that
The meetings were at?
yeah,
No, it wasn't.
it was 200 miles away.
I know.
So I would like to change. First of all, let's be clear. There were no friends.
Mm-mm.
It was just them. You 200 miles away. I'm going to tell you, if my best of friends said, hey, we're here in Arizona, we're going to go to this other resort, I'm going to say, I'll see you when you get back to Florida. Right? I don't care what the circumstances are. I'm not going 200 miles away in the same state to whatever. There's that. The other thing is that not for nothing, we need to fess up on who hired the private investigator.
Yeah, the rumor is that it's that it was Russini's husband. That's what's been
Who
reported.
she called ugly?
She has in podcast clips before. She said no, I believe she said average looking.
Average looking. If he was smoking hot, I would be.
Yeah.
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 Wow. Man.
Oof.
Wow. Was she making a little jokey joke? But I guess he wasn't buying it.
Man, that's crazy.
Right.
Difficult conversations.
Yeah.
Didn't look difficult there. Look very relaxed.
I would say this. What makes it even crazier is that it's hard to hide all of the surrounding stuff going on, right?
Mhm.
And then say what they started out saying from the get-go. That, oh, no, we're just friends. We're just we were there with a bunch of people.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can't.
And he was supposed to be at a pro day.
I can't defend what happened because my own adult conversations are saying, no chance.
This guy's a ball.
Well, listen, I would also say this,
Hmm?
and this is the honest truth.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares what I think?
Oh, it doesn't sound like Mrs. Vrabel liked it very much, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't see Mike Vrabel look that shook a lot. That guy usually is like,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what you get for having the polar bear stance.
But here's the other crazy thing. Why are you having a press conference without saying nothing? Because he really didn't say nothing.
This is what's happened. The players are, I guess, in the building today. So they're going to get asked questions about it because he's not answering questions about it. He skipped his press conference last week.
Right.
So the first time anybody in a Patriot is, so then you're putting it on your players to answer about it because you know the media is going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's basically like, well, I don't want it to be the thing on draft night. You need to get in front of a microphone and say something, even if he said nothing.
Right.
Except he had difficult conversations and respect to personal blah, blah, blah. What do you do from there? Like, then the questions go, yeah, Mike, you guys think you're going to go with draft the best player? You think you're going to go with need What do you think? What about these AJ Brown rumors there, Mike? What do you think? Where'd those come from? Any answers? Anyway, we'll take a break. We'll hit the mixed bag coming up next.
I came here night before.
Gotta tell you, don't love seeing those BAM photoshops. Another jerseys. Just saw one of him in a Warriors jersey. Didn't love it. Didn't love it. Makes me sad. I can't deal with the Hornets trade. I mean, I'm serious. You're not gonna sit here and be like, "You want to pick Bick? Give us Bam." Like what? No way. No way, dude. Can't do that. Can't do that. If you guys are just tuning in, Mike Vrabel has addressed alleged horniness caught on film, but didn't really say anything. Didn't really cop to anything other than he had difficult decisions with people that he loves. Difficult discussions with people that he loves. But
there's only one that matters.
Yeah. What I mean, him and the kids, right?
And I would say,
And the kids, right?
I don't. It depends on how old his kids are.
I don't know.
But the most important thing is his wife.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think the other spouse. I mean, that ship has sailed because why is he getting a?
Well, it seems like he probably if that's the way that it went, it seems like he suspected something.
His son is 24 years old, by the way.
That's where we're at. But man, the Patriots. What a draft night these guys are gonna have, huh? Exciting. Well, he took no questions. We played you the statement, but he took no questions. He just said that and then
which was nothing.
Which was not it was tap dancing around. It was nothing. But it was also very awkward.
Very awkward.
Very awkward.
And that's one of those things where you just make a statement which does absolutely nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So he says, I talked, but you didn't. I would have rather him not say nothing. But the problem is, like,
you can't say nothing.
But he said nothing.
Yes, but I mean, you can't literally say nothing. Because
so,
then you could always
so
go back
wait.
to I addressed it, even though he didn't. He can always do the fallback. I've said what I've said.
So let me get this straight. He said nothing. But if he had said nothing, it would have been worse.
Yes. Yes, because that's cowardice, not facing anybody.
He didn't face.
Well, he admitted it because his players are going to go talk. Because here's the thing. What happens when you ask Matt Collins about it? You think he's going to be mature about it? He wears no shoes.
Nobody's going to say anything. Believe me when I tell you.
But here's the thing. Can anybody do it seriously? What if you have a jokey jokester on the crew?
Huh?
Does everybody know not to make jokey jokes? Hell, dude, that's the problem.
But they won't make jokes to him. But
to the media.
No, they won't make jokes to the media.
You hope not. Maybe there's somebody unserious.
Here's the deal. And I'm gonna be honestly truthful about this. When you have a situation or a situation like this presents itself, right? You did it to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So everything's like, all right.
Crazy, dude.
But the problem is that those two, whatever they have, right? Whatever they had going on, those two are he's fine. He doesn't, he can go on with his career. But it's hard for her. And that's where we are with this.
No, it is now. This is the thing. When we talked about this, like, it's okay now because there's no football being played. But if they stink, because like,
they're gonna stink.
Here's the thing with Mike Vrabel. I always, Mike Vrabel's one of these guys. Like, I almost feel like he's only horny for football. Like, he's one of those guys. Like, he's that
so
kind.
You put him in the same
that kind of serious
with Mario.
Yes,
like
yes. And so, like, I always feel like he's task at hand. Oh, do you gonna go to a pro day? First, a 2-hour trip to Sedona, and then task at hand. And so I don't know. It seems like it's not now, but I'm gonna tell you that's as shook as you've heard the guy because he's usually this guy. What did he say? He'd cut off his deal for a Super Bowl.
Right.
That's the most famous thing known about him.
Right. Well,
that means he would give up the sex for the football, Leroy. He's on record. Apparently not, because he preferred this on a pro day.
And the problem is that and this is what people need to understand. Because of her job, it would be hard for her to be able to interact with any other athlete or coach in the league.
Yes, but her thing's done right now. She's not employed. She stepped.
No, I know,
She stepped
but that's
down.
what I'm saying.
He's going to have to deal with this throughout the season.
Not really.
If he thinks he does.
But here's the problem. You ready?
Mhm.
They went from the absolute easiest schedule in football to one of the more difficult.
Yeah, but you remember last year with the Dolphins? Like, the Dolphins weren't talented, but there were people who were like, "Hey, there were people who speculated it could be a disastrous season," and
Right.
it did. It unraveled into a disastrous season because of things that were setting up going into the year. And the smallest trickle can lead to an absolute downpour,
Right.
and that's the problem with it. Is like, okay, yeah, it's fine now. You could hide around OTAs and just talking football, but and let me tell you something about that Patriots. They always got that dirt coming around that building.
It's crazy, right?
How many things they got going around that you will always find out. So
Right.
we'll see. We'll see. Take a break. More to come. Get you caught up with your headlines. We're back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Let's get to our headlines in this final hour. Those are brought to you by Doral Volkswagen, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Volkswagen or DoralVolkswagen.com as the Marlins, they'll be back at it tonight on the diamond against the St. Louis Cardinals. And you can hear that right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Jack McMullen has your call. Steven Strom will get you ready. I believe Rod Allen is on the call. That's what I heard last night. So listen to those guys. They were making jokes about the machete last night. I was listening. Yeah, I was listening to them on the way home.
They won't bring it?
They won't bring him the machete. They brought him basketball jerseys, but they wouldn't bring him the machete.
Well, It has the same amount of viewership.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Bring those guys some food. What do we got? The old Blazers owner there, Shermanator? Take care of our boys in the booth. Anyway, the Marlins will get going tonight and try and win their first series since the White Sox series. They did split against the Reds, but listen, Cardinals came in red hot. So great win last night, 5-3. Middle of that order has been fantastic, and especially Otto Lopez and Xavier Edwards and Liam Hicks. Great to see Agustin Ramirez going deep. Max Meyer looking good. So nice win. And happy birthday, of course, to the great Tommy Hutton.
Yeah.
In his final season.
He's a Taurus
losing
too.
a lot of legends around here, man. Mike Biamonte, Tommy Hutton. I'm not ready for this.
He's a Taurus too.
Is that what it is right now?
Yeah.
That goes to your birthday?
After the 20th.
All right. Got it. Meanwhile, the playoffs continue. Last night, you had the Timberwolves beat the Nuggets. You had the Hawks even up their series with the Knicks. And you had the Cavaliers go up 2-0 in their series against the Toronto Raptors. So that was your action last night. The Dolphins getting ready for the draft on Thursday. Very happy to have an un-horny coach, focused on the draft and football. That's what we need around here, okay? No distractions, Jeff Hafley's really about no distractions. He doesn't just say it, Mike Vrabel. He acts it, all right? If there's anybody who's going to cut off their deal for a Super Bowl, seems to me like it's Jeff Hafley.
First of all, don't trust anybody who would say that.
What?
Don't trust anyone who would say that.
Some people say a lot of words.
Because guess what they're doing?
Bumping uglies.
No, they're doing the same thing you do. You over talk about it until okay, you can just say you're serious about football. Do you have to say I would cut my junk off?
Yeah, but how's this guy going to say I'd cut my junk off for a Super Bowl? He couldn't even cut his junk off for OTAs.
Again, you fall for stuff like that.
What do you mean?
I don't. When people talk like that, it's just too extreme. It makes no sense. No, you wouldn't, dude.
If anybody were going to talk about people, I'd be like, man, Campbell, football.
Okay.
Mike Tomlin, football.
Okay.
Hafley, football. This Mike Vrabel, I thought he was football, but apparently he's football.
You fall for it. You fall for it. All the time. I don't know why.
What do you mean me?
Huh?
He said it to the world.
And you fell for it. If nobody fell for it, nobody would have to fall
falling
for it.
I just thought that it was what it was.
All right.
But apparently not. Crazy, man. Not focused.
All right. I got you.
This has become very awkward. What are you staring at, dude?
Nothing.
What's going on with you?
I'm staring at you.
All right.
I just if there's one thing that you need to get better at, stop falling for everything.
Not falling for anything.
You fall for everything.
What is me falling for it?
Somebody says something that Goosey's, dude. Goosey's. You fall for everything.
You're distracted, dude.
I'm not.
You're off base.
Can somebody second this? Does he not get overzealous about anything anybody says?
He does, but in this situation, Leroy, you got to give him the benefit of the doubt. It is kind of hyper. It's hyperbolic that he went and said that, and then he comes out.
But
and
here's the
something
thing.
else happens.
Here's the thing. Starting off, I don't trust anybody that would say that because it's not true. No, you wouldn't.
But you say
if I brought you into an emergency room right now and said you could have your junk cut off and you win the Super Bowl this year, there's not a damn man in the world that would say that.
Hafley would do it.
No, he wouldn't.
He would do it.
And that's my point.
You need to be careful, Tobin.
What?
But
you
that's
need to
my
be careful.
I'm telling you.
You can't even be
But
realistic about
Jeff
this.
Hafley.
No male would do that, by the way.
I'm telling you.
Right. Exactly.
Jeff Hafley would make
That
him.
was my point.
No, he would make himself the unsullied.
You
for
fall.
that.
You. Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I guess he would never
-1.
be unsullied. He always got his Sully by his side. But you know what I mean.
-1.
Why?
You know why you make it so hard?
-1.
Because it's not even
Love
real.
how you say things are getting awkward and you're out here saying stuff like that.
What did I say?
Who says that?
Like
This is
Mike
when I
Splitter
get
making
somebody-
it
You
weird.
put somebody in another fictional show and made him unsullied?
Would you guys judge him if he was a Super Bowl coach unsullied? He
would-
loved it
no,
so much.
You know what? I would bet you.
I would feel
This is
sorry.
like-
That sounds
I
like it
would bet
hurts.
you that any coach that would say they do that
Mhm.
and they did it, people would think worse of them.
I don't think so.
Yes, they would.
Why would you care if your coach was unsullied?
You want to know why? Because
Hmm?
it just shows that you didn't have the restraint. You didn't have
Oh, all right. So he needs like a chastity belt or something like that.
right.
no.
Like you don't know how to contain yourself.
You don't have the
For
discipline.
making it weird.
The discipline.
Composure. You know,
You have to go to the extreme to
Mhm.
accomplish.
Look.
because you're a child.
Interesting.
Dude, do you understand why people go at you the way they do?
No,
Because you literally think that you have a coach who would cut his junk off for a
I
Super
think if
Bowl.
there was a coach, now I know. Like I always thought Mike Vrabel was that kind of coach, but
There's
apparently
not-
he's not. He's too
Also,
horny.
he
Are
talked
you-
way
wait,
too low
wait,
during that press conference.
Wait. You're a man, right?
Yeah.
Would you do it?
For the Super Bowl? No,
Exactly.
Exactly.
no. But I'm not a football coach.
Wait. He didn't even hesitate.
No.
What you think? There's a man out there that would?
He said that he did. I think there are men.
That
there.
should have been your red
Wait,
flag.
Wait.
Believe any of
That's
that.
my- Brittany, that's my point. People say coach stuff, right, to try to emphasize how serious they are into
I think
it,
there are coaches.
and he falls for
I
it.
do think there are coaches that enjoy football more than sex.
No.
I think so.
No.
Really? You think
No.
Bill Belichick did?
I think Bill Belichick, like
No.
Blue Chew Bill
You
Belichick,
can't talk about this right now.
Tar Heel Blue Chew Bill Belichick, no. Patriot Blue
Say that
Chew
3
Bill
times fast.
Belichick, yes. I think that he had a nice summer routine, but when he was really going through it, he wasn't that horny.
How about would Tom Brady do it?
Oh,
No.
Brady gave up his wife for it.
it's true.
No. For another one.
I think he would.
No, he
I think he
I
might.
think
He
Tom Brady's
gave
had
up-
so much sex.
wait.
What would another
He-
Super Bowl mean?
Hold up.
What would another piece of sex
He-
mean? You know,
he-
he'd rather have a Super Bowl.
He gave up his baby mama
Mhm.
for another female.
No.
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 Yes,
No.
he did.
He gave it up
I
for
know the
Lombardi.
story right.
Oh, he
She cheated on him. She left him.
Yeah.
who
Because
no,
you cheated on her with football.
hold on.
Precisely.
He left
Hold
her
on.
for football.
You got hold on.
Mhm.
So I want everybody to apologize to me.
No.
Because I'm talking about Bridget Monahan
Yeah, that's way back.
and he
I'm
left
talking about
her
I'm talking about
to
right now.
go
Okay.
with,
No. Yeah.
No,
We're talking about something else.
You're talking
you're
about
talking about the recent
you're talking about recently. He
Yes.
recently lost his family because
Yes.
he was so in love with football.
Mhm. There's a documentary about it and everything.
Yep. He loves football that much.
Yep.
And let me tell you something.
Dude, stop.
What?
Like we're still men.
If we're honest, yeah, I understand. You're a man. Great. But I'm telling you right now, the passion. I to be honest with you, I think Mario Cristobal loves trench play more than he loves sex. I don't know if he cut his junk off for a national championship, but I'm telling you, something gets him revved up about trench play.
Why don't you ask him one day?
Oh no way, dude. You
Go to
think that's
that
gonna go over well?
Yeah.
What do you think about trench play, huh? Does it really get the old engine revving?
You'll be escorted out.
Ew.
quickly.
Why do you guys fall? Why you guys fall for it? I don't
You
fall
fall
for it.
for it
for
all
what?
the
I
time.
don't
Don't
fall
fall
for it right
for
away.
anything.
Okay. You don't think sometimes you go overboard?
No, I don't.
Oh my goodness.
Just have a little fun, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You're yucking his fun.
I guarantee Jeff Hafley's never had less sex than he's about to have this year coming up because he's going to be so focused. Sully, too. They can't blow it.
Are they already married?
I think so.
Okay.
Why won't you look me in the eye?
Because I just can't.
At first, you had a problem with him staring at you, and now
Yeah, because when he stares at me, I know he's trying to get me to fall for it, and I'm not falling for it. Like, Tobin won't stop until Vrabel gets fired. Vrabel's not getting fired.
No, I don't think I'm not.
But here's the kicker. Here's the thing that sucks about this situation. I have already said that New England's not going to make the playoffs.
Mhm.
I believe that. Simply because if you go look at the team that loses the Super Bowl, that usually gets that much difficult or tougher schedule than they've had in previous years. Now they have one of the toughest, right? Just with no issues, it's going to be a bit of a struggle. It usually always is, right? That's just the nature of the NFL. The losing team has to come back to that more difficult schedule, and it's tough.
Yeah.
Eh.
Eagles did it. They got back in a year.
Yeah, okay. They also play in a terrible division,
Not worse than the AFC East.
but they still is one other team that they're competing against. The Eagles got like
Yeah, but
three
they should have 4 layups.
right? I got you. But anyway,
should.
But anyway, it's the reasons why they may struggle have nothing. Huh?
Nothing.
I said the reason.
You didn't, but it's okay.
I heard you say Reese's.
Yeah, you definitely
Reasons.
didn't. Yeah, you didn't say reasons.
Reasons.
You either referred to it as a candy or Reasons. I'm not sure.
Reasons.
-1 for butchering English.
See how you sidetrack?
I sidetracked.
The reasons.
Me?
Hold on. Why they
So
won't
bold.
make the playoffs is not going to have anything to do with what just happened.
Dude, we might as well call you Scenic Route. Are you kidding me? You called me sidetracked? That's unbelievable.
I was thinking the longer I can keep this conversation going away from your lunacy,
What?
that the better.
I don't think what I said is a problem. Mario
Really.
Cristobal sees trench
I
play. He
love
gets
the way you would donate other men's junk to a cause, and while saying hell no if you would do it.
I'm just saying, Mike Vrabel is not a man of his word. That's it.
You want him to do a Robbie? Go get his back waxed?
I just think that if you are the type of guy that says that's how much I love football, but you very clearly
It's not football season.
Well, that's the problem. See, football's won in the offseason, and he doesn't care. He was saying that he's supposed to go to a pro day. He goes, pro day? About to go run his own drills in Sedona.
200 miles away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you tried to defend it, right?
I don't know how to make it stop.
That last one was crazy.
I don't know how to make it stop. Right? Like
Let's take a break.
we got pit bulls and all kinds of stuff going on. Like, what are we doing? Football. Wait. Football is won in the offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Who said that?
I don't know.
Brendan Tobin.
No,
People say that.
Like you.
People say that.
I love the way people. Yeah, you know what they say? You know why they say that? To get people to come to off-season workouts.
Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program.
This is the worst thing to wipe your nose.
You all right, dude? What are you?
I sneezed and I've been having I don't have a cold or nothing, but I just sneezed and I think I got some bats in the cave or something.
Give you one more weather report brought to you by Tornado Roofing and Contracting, replacing roofs, roof repairs, maintenance, and hurricane impact windows and doors. Visit tornadoroofing.com. Currently in Miami. It is 77 degrees, feels like 71. Partly cloudy conditions.
Whoa.
What?
That's not accurate.
So the phone says
77 degrees feels like 71.
Yeah, because it's very breezy. There's wind gusts up to 27 miles an hour.
All right, dude. All right. Believe that ridiculous weather.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. 70. It's 92 degrees. It feels like 68.
I don't get it.
Me neither. 77 feels like 71.
Well, my phone does say it. It says that it feels like it's 73.
No, I believe you. I believe you. But in the real world, that sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, well, I don't know what to tell you, dude.
I know.
I'll tell you. By the way, I do want to clarify something because I misread something. I saw that he did not take any questions afterwards. He did take questions afterwards, but he didn't say anything. Vrabel was asked on Russini resigning. He said, I respect and appreciate every single question, but I'm not going to comment on anything that relates to that. I appreciate your job. He doesn't appreciate the job and what you guys have to do, but I have to make comments, and what I will answer about is our football team. Then he was asked about the players. We kind of got that whole gist. Any fear of this being a distraction? We'll talk about distractions. We have to be able to handle it. Then he was asked about calling the implications laughable to the New York Post. And if that's what he still feels, he says, I appreciate the question. I'm going to focus on our football team. I think I've addressed what I felt like was important, focusing on our football team and teaching our guys and bringing this new team together with 13 new players. So, yeah, he basically did. He did take questions, but he didn't say anything in the questions.
Great.
I wanted to get to this because I'm very fearful of this summer. Sergei Bobrovsky. I don't want to lose him. And, people have called me crazy. They're like, you're crazy, dude. He's not leaving. And now all of a sudden, the people who called me crazy, I'm starting to hear from them like, now they're all of a sudden sweating it because they're hearing it from other people. And there's other reports out there from legit people in the hockey landscape that say, yeah, this could be the end. And I'm scared. I'm scared. I don't mince words about that. I don't want to lose him. I love Bob. So this was from the Hockey News from Julian Gaudio, who wrote up a piece about Sergei Bobrovsky's pending unrestricted free agency between the current two parties is, quote, pretty bad. And he's taken this from a podcast appearance by Greg Wyshynski, who was on his show, and says that the situation between the two parties is, quote, pretty bad, and the Panthers may decide to go in a different direction. Now, the Panthers did address this last week. They said, that they're going to try and get this all done and whatnot. Barkov last week, this is what he had to say on Sergei being a free agent.
There's not a single person in South Florida who wants him gone from here. He's a loved teammate. Everyone loves him, loves to play in front of him, loves to battle for him, loves seeing him every single day at the rink. So it's tough to even imagine that there could be a chance to see him go. So, of course, same boat as Chucky and same boat as every single guy in this organization and around this organization. Everyone wants him to stay, and he's a big piece of what we've done here on ice and off the ice. So I'm sure everyone's doing everything possible to make him stay.
Well, here's a thing that's thrown a little wrinkle into this that I don't like. I'm not happy about this.
Do tell.
So Connor Hellebuyck, of course, gold medal winner,
Mm-hmm.
goaltender, did a great job for America.
Mm-hmm.
He's not happy with the Winnipeg Jets. He's very upset. He basically had this press conference last week where he was asked about his future. He took like this really long pause about his future with the Jets. And, kind of threw it up in the air that he doesn't love it there.
That sort of thing. I don't want to go and leave any speculation. I love this city and I love playing here, and the fans have given me so much. I've given so much back to the fans, and there's a real connection there. I wish more people around the league would see that and could see that. Am I going to go and tell you that right now I feel amazing about winning a cup tomorrow? Like, no team out of playoffs is going to say that, and no player out of playoffs is going to say that. But you make your decisions and you live by them, and as time goes by, you try to reevaluate, and then honestly, that, as an athlete, the only thing you can do is put your best foot forward. You make your decision and put your best foot forward, and that's where my head's at right now. Is I have a nice long summer ahead of me, and I'm going to get some recovery, some much needed recovery. I've played a lot in these recent months, and I'm going to really focus on my game and really break it down and see where I can improve some things. And and being one of the best in the world is something I've always took a stride for, and I want the summer to take another big step forward for that.
Uh-oh. Well, if you're a Jets fan, you're probably not feeling great about that. And here's the thing that I don't like, okay?
Okay.
There's a lot of floozy Cat fans out there right now throwing their garments at Connor Hellebuyck and saying, Connor, come down here and replace Sergei Bobrovsky. And I don't like it. I don't like it. My whole plan with Hellebuyck was he was going to come here when he was Bob's age, after Bob was long gone and up against ropes. I'm not having him replace Bob now. I'm not for that. I'm not ready to have Hellebuyck replace Bob. I want Bob here.
So, question. These things happen.
Yeah, I don't like it.
I mean, but aren't there people that get paid a whole lot more money than you to figure these things out?
What?
You don't have to like it.
Yeah. What?
Do you trust that the GM's going to do what's best for the Panthers?
I don't think that's the best for the Panthers. First of all, Connor Hellebuyck.
Not for nothing.
Hold on. Connor Hellebuyck, up until winning this gold medal, okay, where he has one of the best teams in the world in front of him, the guy has been notorious playoff choker his entire career. Now he doesn't make the playoffs. He wants to make a stink, hightail it and run. It doesn't sit well with me that Sergei Bobrovsky is being looked upon as some albatross and Panthers problem when everybody got taken care of on this cup run. Did everybody enjoy the cups? Did everybody enjoy the cups? And now all of a sudden you got some new goalie batting his eyelashes down south because he wants to leave Canada, and you want Bob gone. I don't like it. I think any Panthers fan that feels that way right now should be ashamed of themselves. I don't like it. That guy is a champion, a legend, and now everybody's like, oh, well, if Bob leaves, we can get Connor. I don't like that, Leroy. Not a fan of it. Why? Because he's a few years younger?
I mean, do you trust?
I don't trust that decision, no. If that's your question, no, I don't trust that decision. I think it's a bad
decision. Has he earned it?
No,
has he
hasn't.
earned?
Not more than Bob has.
All right, dude. There's nothing that, like, you go ahead and do you.
Thank you.
Like,
I will do me.
I don't think that F your feelings trying to win.
Yeah, but hold on. You're trying to win with somebody who's not done it. He hasn't done it.
Okay, I understand that, but in most
that's like it's getting too cute.
In most situations like this, what the organization is trying to decide is how long can we get Bob for? What is it going to cost? And can we get what's our alternatives? Like, because again, somebody could come off a ridiculous amount of money and it might not even matter.
Yeah, it may not matter. But the thing is that you should have taken care of him in the first place, so nobody could have done that. I mean, that's already a big mistake by Bill Zito. Like, here's the thing: I don't want anybody to get distracted. Like Bill Zito's done a marvelous job, but you're not without question. Like, that doesn't get you don't get to be that way. Sorry, not with me. That's not how it gets to go. I'm not
Okay,
saying Bill
but I trust his track record.
Okay. You would trust his track record, even though you're going to go and get a notorious playoff choker for a guy who's a 2-time champion? Why would you trust that?
Okay.
The record is the record.
I would trust him making that decision over you having feelings for Bob.
But it's feelings backed up with results.
Okay. All right. I'm just like I think I'm not, and this has nothing to do with Bob.
Yeah, but here's why your logic is flawed on this.
Why?
Because you're going to sit here and say, well, why don't you trust Bill Zito? Well, then why would you trust Connor Hellebuyck? He hasn't done it.
But again,
why would you trust him?
But again, there was a point in time where everybody thought what you think of Hellebuyck, they thought that of Bob.
Yeah, but they were loud wrong, and I was right.
He hadn't won anything either.
I was right, though.
Do you realize there was a
I
time?
might have never won anything, but I always wanted to do this. So can you repeat what I say? Bobby. 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 Bobby.
So let me explain something to you. Your thoughts about is Hellebuyck? I don't know.
Sorry.
It was the same feelings a lot of people had for Bob before they went on their run, because he was struggling, right? So
yeah, but you don't kick your legends out the door.
No, it's not the point.
It is the point.
The same conversation we are having now that you're trying to have is the same conversations everybody had with Bob. And what did you say back then?
I said you guys are loud wrong. It's not his fault. He's going to win a championship.
Okay, but he hadn't won. So we could use your logic right here.
No.
What's the difference?
Because you either got the stuff
No. What's the difference?
You either got the stuff or you don't.
But they took the same leap of faith with Bob, who had never won.
Yeah, but Bob had he had slayed giants in the playoffs before. Like it's not a good
But
analogy.
he hadn't won a championship.
But on a lesser team, slayed the Tampa Bay Lightning when they won the President's Trophy. So again, your logic is flawed, kind sir.
If you're saying that Hellebuyck didn't win anything, right? And
has stunk.
And
has stunk.
Before the Panthers went on this run, there were more people saying that about Bob.
Yeah, but those people were idiots. They should have listened to me the whole time. Just like they should listen to me now.
All right. Like,
that's okay.
It's hard having.
Listen, no hard feelings.
Yeah, okay.
But
you're this is terrible.
All right. See where you stand. This is what you wanted all the time.
No.
Back when you were four-goal Bob.
I just asked you a question. When he was 4-goal Bob and everybody wanted him out of here.
Only you called
And
that.
Bill Zito stuck with him.
I mean, saved him? Made Bill Zito's legacy? Who was Bill Zito before Sergei Bobrovsky? Disappointed. I can't believe you're on Team Hellebuyck.
I'm not. I'm not.
like
I'm
you are.
just merely saying that Bob was in the same boat as him.
No.
Before they started going to the fight. Yes, he was.
Shame. It's a shame.
People were saying what you're saying right now is the
so
same
easy?
things people.
You think you just plug
Like,
it in
how
and
do
go
you
over?
just forget?
How do I forget? How do you forget?
How do I forget what?
You're forgetting greatness. You're forgetting.
I'm not forgetting.
When we were down.
No, I'm not.
When we needed to win it. When
Why
all
you-
the chips were on the
Can I ask
table,
you a
who do you go
question?
to? You go to
Can I
Sergei
ask you a
Bobrovsky.
question? I can speak for myself.
Sure.
I don't need you speaking for me. Right? I never said any of the crap you're talking about right now. But I did say what you're saying about Hellebuyck is the same stuff that everybody was saying about Bob before they went on this run. Because he hadn't won.
Dude, I'm gonna just tell you. I've already given you reasons why not, and I think you're being a little ridiculous on this. But that's okay.
I am. Okay, I'm being ridiculous. You are. Not wrong.
You are though.
How am I wrong? When the exact conversation.
They're not the exact same conversations.
So wait, people weren't having conversations about Bob that you're having right now about Hellebuyck.
That people wanted him out the door?
Yeah.
No, that's not the same because Winnipeg
No,
doesn't.
I just
Winnipeg doesn't want him out the door.
I asked you if people were having the same conversations about Bob that you're saying right now about Hellebuyck, about not winning, not being
It's
able
not
to
an
get
apples to apples argument. It's not a grown up conversation because you're talking about getting rid of somebody who's already proven it in the face of somebody who hasn't.
No.
But the person who was here beforehand, Bob's replacing because the reason he got the money is because they wanted him to come here and do it. There's nobody replacing. It would be like going out there
if they
and
replace Bob,
it would be
they
like
wouldn't want the next guy to
it
come
would
in
be
and
like
do it?
Sergei Bobrovsky replacing Vasilevsky in Tampa Bay because they thought Vasilevsky was washed. It's not the same. You already have a guy and you should take care of him.
Mhm.
It's not the same. Back after this. camera. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. Hey, I want to let you guys know.
If you make it that long.
I will. I got, well, it's more like 7 minutes. I got 7 minutes in me.
Okay.
Hockman, Crowd, and Solana coming up after us. WQM's Whiskey Stars and Cigars, presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall, returns Friday, May 8th. Talk sports unfiltered with our on-air hosts at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk, starting at 6 p.m. Enjoy a nice Scotch whiskey from Johnny Walker, a smooth cigar from Drew Estate. The event is free. Just stop by and get all the info now at WQAM.com. You must be 21 or older, and we'll see you 6 p.m. on May 8th at Tabacón Cigars and Spirits at Plantation Walk. Whiskey Stars and Cigars presented by Edmore Sawgrass Auto Mall. 4 brands, 1 location, your local Cadillac, Buick, GMC, and Chevy dealer. What are you going to be tuned into tonight? You going to watch playoffs? You going to watch the Fish? What do you got on? You got Philly, Boston. You got Portland, San Antonio. You got Marlins and Cards. You got Montreal, Tampa Bay,
I'll watch
Boston,
Marlins.
Buffalo.
I'll watch Marlins. I'll watch. I'm like Portland is like. I'm into them. I'm curious. You know.
I don't know about them. I think they're going to get smacked tonight.
Yeah.
I just think San Antonio's too good. They're a machine, dude.
Well, yeah.
San
That
Antonio's a
like
machine.
there's that.
Yeah, it's not.
There's
it's
that. I don't.
a good year by them.
The only way you can defend the human windsock is to put a body on him and keep him from getting in the paint the way he does.
Yeah.
And I don't think a lot of teams are committed to it. So once you have a team that's committed to that, keeping him on the perimeter and living with that 3-point shot, that's fine. A 7'5" guy is only shooting threes. I can live with that.
What do you think? They got like a vending machine behind the Portland Trailblazers bench? Like you got to pay for a Gatorade? Like, how do you think it's
Seems
gonna
like
work?
it.
Like, how's it going to go?
Swipe
there?
your card.
Yeah.
Right.
God, so annoying when that stupid tap doesn't work. Because it was always infuriating back in the day. Brittany, you remember when you had to put change in a vending machine? You're very young.
I remember when you had to put change in the vending machine. I'm not that old.
Just want to make sure. I just want to make sure.
I mean, I'm not that young. Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. I didn't know. I didn't know if you've always been there with the cards are available, or if you remember a day and age when you had to put change in a machine.
Yes.
Very frustrating when you would put change in a machine and it would just eat your money. But the card thing is even more infuriating.
Ugh.
How the hell does that thing not work?
Yeah.
You're overcharging me like crazy now because now it's a card. It's willy-nilly. But then it goes, boop. Try again. Boop. No, I'm not for that.
Trust it.
I don't trust it. I don't like it, and I don't trust it. So,
Oh, that almost happened to me in I lost my stupid parking ticket at the airport. I'm like, man, this is gonna hurt. But then I found it. It cost. I flew out Saturday morning, got back Sunday at like 6 or 7. $50 for parking.
jeez.
Right. Like, holy smokes. We get nickeled and dimed. Like,
Really?
if you think of the actual cost of stuff is getting more expensive. It's all the side stuff and the extra stuff.
Sure.
Like, the ticket may not be getting more expensive, but they charge you for to the point where everybody has those little wheel bags, so nothing can fit in the overhead compartment because everybody's traveling without checking stuff in because they charge you $45.
Feel about a LeBron triple-double tonight at plus 600.
This guy. LeBron triple-double plus 600.
Şengün triple-doubles plus 1,600.
Please. You can't call the man soft and then say he's going to go get a triple-double.
Oh, I mean, he's just defensively terrible. He is.
Okay.
Doesn't have anything to do with
How he's going to
buckets.
get rebounds?
Oh, he gets rebounds, but he's just, so does Karl Anthony Towns. He's
Go-
not stopping anybody.
Go triple-double LeBron, triple-double Şengün.
Both triple-doubles in the same game?
That'd pay like $7,000.
Seems greedy.
I mean,
Remember what happens with greed. Be careful.
It's a lot. It's plus 6,000. Both triple-doubles? Both of them?
why not?
I don't know. I'm worried about the Rockets. I
Why?
don't know. They don't seem to have the stomach. And that Ime Udoka seems to hate everybody on the team except for Durant.
He hates everybody.
It's
hard to hate Durant because they're samesies. You can't have two old grumpy men, right? They appreciate each other's grump.
They lose, though. They're going to go after Giannis hard. They're going to beat the Heat for Giannis.
So they're going to go Giannis and KD on the same team?
Yep.
Wow. That'd work for like 2 years.
Maybe. I'd be curious. I wonder if that would work.
Yeah.
But they get Van Vliet back.
Van Vliet, that's next year.
Yes, next year. No, he's cooked now.
Yep.
That knee is cooked. I saw him at Dirty Boxing. He went to Dirty Boxing.
Yeah.
He was having a good time. He likes the fight. Loves the fights. Loves the fights.
Van Vliet. Is it hard to believe that he makes that much of a difference? He really does, though.
I mean, they don't have a point guard. They have the rookie there. That's why they literally don't have.
Is that crazy? Like of all the positions, we tend to think that you can do without a point guard. We always say, "Oh, anybody can bring it up. Anybody can bring it up and do this." But now you start appreciating guys like Chris Paul. Guys who are true Van Vliet, who are true point guards.
Mm-hmm.
It matters.
Yeah. Marlins props tonight.
Tobin is fried Van Vliet.
Augustine Ramirez plus 800 to go deep again today.
Well, it's probably plus 400 or minus 200 to have a pass ball.
Oh, that's not. I wish I could bet that.
Dude, like wait. First of all, can I just say this to old Gus? Gus, love the way you unbelievable hitter. Okay, but if you having problems catching the ball, I don't want you taking a knee and doing like what's the dude used to do back in the day?
Benito Santiago?
Yeah, no, you no. He takes a knee back there. Like, no, you need to get in a perfect catching position so you can move and get in front of the ball both ways. You're not that good.
I think Liam Hicks going deep tonight kind of speaks to me.
Really?
Yeah, plus 1,000 for Liam Hicks. Right, he won't get benched tonight.
I mean, he's got about the same chance of you hitting a home run.
Liam Hicks? He leads the team in homers.
Yeah, but that was a month ago.
All right, dude. You're doing that thing.
What's that thing?
Yum yucking.
Yeah, you're yum yucking.
Wow. You haven't said nothing the whole show. And now all of a sudden, yum yucking. You just chime on in.
Sorry, you said that, Brittany. It's lashing out.
You are lashing out.
-1.
It's a classic.
I have said plenty today. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Fine.
For lashing out.
That's our show. Get some sleep.
Concentrate.
I mean, Bam Adebayo blew him. Whoa, excuse me. I don't know if he cut his junk off for a national championship, but I'm telling you, something gets him revved up about trench play. Did I overblow Jovic a little bit too much? Perhaps. Horny people only right here on Tobin and Leroy.
I'll see y'all when I